You can hear some of that music, right? I'll turn it up for a little bit. Why not? It's free. How's the 4th of July? What a good time. How's it going, gang? So, Toot Toot, where am I looking? I gotta pull a sign so I can do it. I've now moved things over so you're gonna catch me doing that, doing that, doing that. Because now the chat is there, right? So that's fun. So there's the chat. Actually, wait, maybe I can move this because I've resized some other ones. Need this. Boop. Don't see. Throw this over here. This might work. This might be better, right? Do this, chat's there, this and that. At least for now. Oh, wait, I gotta turn this stuff down. It's too loud. Drown me out. Competing with my own fun audio. Anyway, this is all some, you know, no copyright playlist nonsense. YouTubey. It's a mixed thing. It looks like it's from all over the place, so it's just a playlist. Enjoy. But anyway, fun music. Sweet background from America. Oh, I'm underdressed. Hang on. It's the 4th of July. Oh, aren't we so excited? This year's way better than last year. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. That's the stuff. Oh, I'm getting harassed on the. I'm getting harassed. I was going to do this half an hour ago. I'm getting harassed by some horrible bots on my phone, or it's just some very promiscuous, horrible girl. She actually behaves like this. I feel horrible. You know, you hope these kids in this generation. Am I supposed to shame them? No, I mean, I'm not. This isn't shaming. She shouldn't be texting random folks, asking them if they want to get down and then sending topless photos to them. What? My God. God, careful, knock my teeth right out the throat. With my hood. Figure this out. Where's the hood? Take one. Love saw. There we go. That's living. That's living, brother. Ah! Getting all ready for fun times drawing jamboree. You have a good time with fun drawings and things of that nature. I'm all ready for America. Fun radio show yesterday. That was a good time. Go watch that. I was playing Mario Kart the other day. That was a good time. I might play some more video games later. I might only play as Captain America. That might be one of the rules. Just gotta play as Captain America. Boom! Boom! It's red coat. Missed. Pop in the jaw. Look out. Alright? So it's the 4th of July. I need to do freelance art. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what day it is. I got work to do. Keep this living going. Oh, it's so hard to type with this boxing glove on. Oh, jeez. But I've got to make a living being a cartoonist and a fun animated person on the internet. So I get to be fun on this thing and then do drawings over there and then whatever other stuff. Maybe we play video games later. The rule for the video games later is going to be I can only be Captain America. There's a lot of fireworks going on around, so I'm a little terrified. Like most doggos, I'm not adjusted to this sort of loud noises. All right, I myself, very loud. I like to be, you know, the highest thing decibel in the room. I sound like an old-time jalopy. I sound like Speed Buggy. It's gonna solve some mystery. Amazing. All right, but oh, I got part. Let me do another update on that Facebook because I gotta do that. Sharing streams doesn't do enough. I mean, it helps if you share. If I share, it doesn't really need much. Let me go back to that. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, let me do another one of these standard text updates. What is this? Ooh! Ooh, yikes. I'm gonna do a standard text update of these are all terribly boring backgrounds. I want a nice exciting background. Let's go to mirror. Mirror mode. I need an exciting. What do I want? None of these are good. Oh, I'll do this. Okay. Got to type with boxing gloves on now. Do this thing. Dear sirs. Dear sirs or madams, please update yourselves with the stream. Oh, this doesn't look like it's coming good. Hit the share, but like, share, and subscribe. Strong man, I wasn't kidding. Alright? It's so hard to type with these boxing gloves. Huh. Oh, what is that noise? That means we got some lovin' in the neighborhood. Oh, look who it is, LP Soldier 303, my word! I can only imagine that that is a good friend of mine that I know as perhaps... Say his real name. I think it's Tim. It might not be, I don't know. I hope it is. I hope it is. It's very exciting. Where'd my status update go? Oh, there, let's go. Alright, hang on. Let me do a statusy update of all the fun things. Thanks for checking out the stream. I love it so much. Alright, listen. We've got to do this. Standard text. What are these? Statusy updatey. I'm live streaming some drawing and probably some video games, right? It's your best friend forever on all the... Oh, ran out. It's your best Frank forever. I'm going to use hashtag premium. Done. That's the best. Premium Frank with that right. Standard text status update on live streams and some drawing and probably some video games. It's your best Frank forever. Hashtag premium. Oh man, that's good stuff. And probably, and I'll change. And I want to say, join me. All right, standard text status update. I'm live streams and some drawing and probably video games. I'm live streaming drawing and probably I might just art. Nah, can't be event terms. And probably some video games. Joins me. There we go. Ah, ran out of room. Join. I'll do. Join. It's your back. Join me. I'll get rid of this. Joins me. Your best friend. Premium. Does that work? All right. Posted. Boom. 4th of July. Get it done. All right. There's all this crap. There we go. Boom. Look at that LP Soldier coming with those Sonic emotes. I love it. I love it. Let me go look at it. You're a doll. All right there, LP. Let me tell you something. All right. You are my favorite. Okay? I'm not even lying. Did you stick around? You get one of these? Look at that background. Tim isn't the best. I mean, LP. I mean, when you know people's real names, I'm not going to disrespect you. All right, Soldier Boy there. I'm not going to. The Sonic emotes with this hawk. You love that Sonic. You love pre-internet complaining Sonic. Toot Toot, baby. Thanks for hanging out. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. I will absolutely return the favor. Okay? Kidding? Oh, kidding? You're the best. Remember when I created that gorilla? Oh, you're one of the first things I created gorilla suit. Remember Christmas Ape? That's gone on to so much glory. It's insane. It's just this past Halloween. I used it again. I hosted one event last year. All right? So, Tim, but is it LP? Okay, LP probably, right? So that's the way to be. Man, thanks for joining me here on this Twitch. You see, I'm on Twitch now. Been doing Twitch for like a couple months, but not really, because I took a full month break. I learned how to do it, then was back on Long Island for like a month, and then impromptu as well. It was supposed to be like 10 days. And then back here, I'm going to get Beat Saber streams going. I don't know if that stream got deleted. One of my old videos is me learning Beat Saber, and I figured out mixed reality, right? So I got back. I haven't been able to set it up. I'm going to figure it out. All right, so I got to figure out that mixed reality. I don't have a good time. All right, good time here. Look at this stuff. Here, wait. You like video games. Look what I set up. Look at, firstly, Tim, okay, this is my green screen room that I made. Look, I painted it like slime. That's just all green slime, right? You can see there's George Washington back there. Is kind of ruining the effect. Can I cut? Wait a second. I'll show you the camera, right click, filters. I'm not going to change any of this, otherwise I have to do everything over. Anyway, so just pretend it's green. Okay, so pretend it's green, and there you go. And there it is. I could probably just put a color on it. Whatever, you get it. Right? I even painted that side wall. Look at these. Look, all the action figures are over there in this monument to action figuring. Look at that. That's all the Springfield there. Look at that. And this very bright light. It's going to ruin all the oscillations and the things. Get out of the way. I'm trying to show Tim all this cool stuff that I set up. Look at that. Oh, that's way better. Like that. You've got New York, there's the Ghostbusters right into Sesame Street, right into Springfield. Springfield Halloween, you can see hell is underneath that one in the graveyard, right? Then it's Main Street, you got a bunch of other stuff right there on the top, and then you go over Springfield Gorge, and then there's Castle Grayskull, and like that is the mix of everything in this entire display is on top having a big bath. You can't really see it, but Thanos has a can of spinach, and Popeye's got the Infinity Gauntlet. What's going to happen? Only time will tell. I even just bought green curtains. See my studio lights? Look, see green curtains. There's big fireworks inside. Green curtains, right? I pull them tight when you need it. So this way, green screen room. Woohoo! Right? I just bought, get this, brother. All right? I invested so much in myself because I believe in myself, right? That's what I do. So I believe in myself, and you know what I bought? Why wouldn't I bought? Hang on a second. Oh, I'll set this because it's adorable. This used to be inside. I'll put it back later. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there's Ant-Man, life size. Ooh, that's my fancy gamification computer, right? Look at that. Oh, and then look at these. It's all the classic gaming. I've got every PlayStation to 3, 1, 2, 3, and some Nintendos. I just bought a Switch. What's your Switch code? What's your Switch code, Tim? Well, I've got to hang this up, too. It's just how rude. I haven't finished decorating as well. I'm almost done decorating. You can see I'm almost done. Very nice. I like to keep it nice on. Those great decor. Right? So there you go. That's down. I'm not done! So I've got that going on. Lots of video games. I'm really diving in. Just got a Switch. So join me on Switch. I know you play that stuff all the time. I feel like you're a big Legend of Zelda fan. I myself do not play much of the Zelda. What I've got hankering to play, though, is honestly Zelda 2. Like A Link to the Past. Like I might play that Zelda. Isn't that insane? So we'll see what happens. What a fun tour that was. I did a whole video about my house. That is ridiculous. Maybe later we'll watch that if you're hanging before you go. All right. I made a cribs video. All right. If you want to go watch, it's on YouTube. But I can go to YouTube. Maybe we watch together. We'll see what happens. I should probably do some art on this art stream that I haven't even picked up a pencil. Right? I hope you're doing well. Send my best to your lovely lady as well, by the way. Okay? She's excellent. Glad to see that you're all still doing fantastic. Where do you live? Do you live in North Carolina? Do you live in South Carolina? Do you live in one of the... Do you not live on Long Island? I feel like you live somewhere. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. This is all... You know how it is. It's up here somewhere, but it's very, you know, loosey-goosey. And you know what else? Okay, you're in Jersey. That's fine. Okay, good to know. Next time I'm in that area, I will drop you a line so this way we can visit. I got some other friends in Jersey I got to visit anyway. You know what I'm trying to learn how to do for the stream? You know you always have to have a gimmick, right? There you go, Tim. That's just fun. This thing's 20 years old. It's disgusting. It's getting rusty. I need a new slide whistle, I think. Yes, I just made up that song. I get the Grammys right. Anyway, what do you usually live stream on here? Here, let's go mirror mode. Surf mirror mode, and let's go do. Or do you just watch stuff? Just like lurking around, looking at people. Is that what you do? Because let's see how I would find you. Twitch.tv/LPs. You're probably with those numbers 0303. Let's see. 0303. Right? Is that a real legit thing that exists? Let's go. There you are. There you are. What are you doing? Oh, speed run of Resident Evil. I watched this whole day. Alright, get it done. Follow. Alright, I'm sure it would be much more exciting to do that while you're live. Maybe I should. Should I unfollow you and then follow you when you're live? I'll do that when you're live. Come back.
I don't know why,
unfollow
but
you.
now every time I go live on Twitch, it reverts back to my...
Don't tell anyone all of the cahoots that you're in. If I had a band, it would be called Cahoots. Alright? And then me and you should be in the band. Great. And then we would say, oh, what are you doing? Oh, we're in cahoots. That joke will never get. Alright? Doing lots of Pokemon stuff too. I don't know how to play Smash Brothers, but I'll whoop your ass in that Mario Kart. I've got Mario Kart. I'll destroy you. Alright? Oh, what are you doing? Watching other things? I hear another voice. I got distracted. Anyway, go follow the LP Soldier right here. It looks like playing Pokemon stuff, doing lots of fun things, all that sort of nonsense. He's excellent, I'm sure. I follow him, you sweat, so now you should go do the same thing. Back to this, and now why don't we go back to drawings? Want to see what we drew yesterday? Is it handy or is it not? Where did I put it? There it is. Let's take a look at what beautiful American thing I drew yesterday for America. Alright? So look at, you are welcome. You are welcome, Tim. Get it done. What are you at? Honest, wait a second. Can I go to your thing here? Do I have to go back to that website? Alright, looks like I got it back there. I want to go, let me go look at your stats. I didn't take the time. New tab. How do you, where's the history? Twitch. Dot this, that, there it is. Okay. Let me go look at how you're doing on here. I've only, again, just kind of started. 604! Jeez! Yeah, teach me a lesson. I'm not kidding. Right? Not that I'm impatient, right? Because I've only been doing this technically like 2 months, and I'm really not. Because I did 5 weeks straight, and then off 5 weeks, and now started again, right? So did all of that. Oh, look at this one too. Boom. 6 hours ago. Just missed you. Alright? 840. That's because chicks. Right? Chicks get it. It's ridiculous. Right? No offense to Bex, but you know what's good. 840. Alright? Get it done. Alright? Get it done. With yours, 9 days. Would you take a week off? Taking a week off, taking some time.
I got that shitter down.
What was that? Anyway, good time. See, Twitch, fun. How long have you been doing Twitch? I should just talk to you on the phone. I love talking on the phone. Okay, first, look at this phone. Take a screenshot of me assisting with, I'll stun Washington, so stuns him. Look at, I would never do that to Trump. I'll just pose majestically. Yes. Alright. Anyway. I imagine you're just lurking in hangouts. I'm gonna get also the drawing. So here's the drawing. Look what we did. We drew a hot dog, barbecue, and a bald eagle for the 4th of July. There's some fireworks there as well. I need to get one of these. You know what I realized? Man. So I realized something about, I want to do some of this drawing. Remember yesterday I was complaining about doing some of this drawing, and I feel like an old man with his pencils. Look at the old man and his pencils and eraser bits that make his table all dirty, right? So I stopped for a while, work out, it'll drag me down. But I've been back more recently because we have a charity event. Oh, neat. Okay, see, you got to explain all this stuff to me. right? How long were you doing, how long were you doing? Sorry, I'm on my phone, so oh, okay. No big deal. All right, I appreciate you looking. All right, but how long have you been doing it? How long have you been doing it? Just out of curiosity, right? Because again, I imagine there's not quite tricks, you know? It's really just about, from what I can tell, doing it, you know, like continuity, right? Or continuity, like don't break the chain, or staying on a template, schedule, right? And sticking with your schedule and doing that and all that sort of thing, right? I've obviously got the talking down, I ain't no thing, right? And I do the art, which I can't tell. It works, it doesn't work. Again, part of it's just, it's early, and that's what it is, right? Streaming heavily for like 2 to 3 years, on and off longer than that. Okay, so on and off, doing your thing, and then finally starts doing it on and off 2 to 3 years. Okay, good to know, right? So yeah, I'm not even at like 5 months. Yes, I'm not even at 8 months. Because even that start, what is going? Bring me focus. That's my mutant ability. I can put myself to focus on a live stream. So I just started a few months ago. Love it, as you can tell. And technically, been live streaming for 5 years, right? Because I live stream my radio shows, but live streaming through Facebook pages and on my personal Facebook, which is not real live streaming, because you're not picking up actual fans, right? In my opinion, you're not. I bump into strangers, they would say that they know me from a live stream once or twice, right? But it's not real, and it's not in the public. There's even technically a barrier because of it's on Facebook. So now I'm cheating. I'm doing Streamlabs, so I'm doing the multi-stream, but I know that's not gonna work. All right, that's not gonna work. So what do you say? You really just gotta do what you do, what you love, right? Especially you being Town Cosmetic. Okay, you should get a following fast enough. All right, Facebook streaming is crap, right? I know, but it was good. I could get into maybe like 24 people on Facebook with the live stream radio show, which was more just like a goal cast and talking about my weekly events, how you go after it and chase your dreams and all that, all that stuff, all that nonsense, right? Because I usually lead a pretty exciting life every week. I could be like, guess what? This week I was a commercial. Guess what? This week I was doing that for a while. Once, we were all stuck inside, a lot of that dried up, and also last year everybody was miserable, so was I, right? Not a lot of good to talk about. I didn't have opportunities to talk about. So hopefully that's all gonna whip around by autumn. But anyway, getting on these live streams, the fact I added video games, which wasn't even the plan, but I had got an Oculus for Christmas for myself, and then because I love Beat Saber, and realized the thing about the Beat Saber, the live stream Beat Saber, and the mixed reality streams, love it. Worked on that for like a month. That's why I got the gaming computer, because I even have a new Mac, but it's not good for streaming. And you can't tell, I bought all of this here. It's even a green screen floor. There it is, right? Green screen floor. You know how I did that? Gym mats. So those are yoga mats. I bought green yoga mats because I'm smart. All right? And like there's the doorway to the hall. I'm going to get a big piece of green wood and just put it there. Big piece of wood on the internet. So I'm going to do that. But this way I do the mixed reality streams, which you can tell I'm like all about. I really need to get like a better lights, because the lights are big and clumsy. But I love all this nonsense. Okay, so your advice is basically what I always thought. You got to take what's already running water in your life, right? Oh, I just have a thought I want to talk about. Because you know what? I was thinking about you earlier today. Do you know what I was thinking about you earlier today? Because I forgot that I have the WWE Network because they changed it to Peacock, and the last few months, I'm like, what am I? It's nothing to watch. Why don't I'm like, I can't find anything to watch. I'm like, wait a minute, it's because I don't have wrestling. And I forgot that the WWE Network's on Peacock, and I watch every documentary they put out. So I was behind on some of the documentary shows, especially like Timeline's amazing and Untold, right? So earlier I watched Mick Foley versus Edge Untold, right? And I just also happened to, out of nowhere, find my... This is so weird, because I was thinking about you again, like several times, because out of nowhere, I happened to click a link on something, some very old message in like an old message box, which brought me to my DeviantArt, and I clicked that, and I saw the Edge cartoon that I had drawn, and I think I printed that out and gave it to you, right? I think I drew that, I might have even drawn that for you, right? So, that popped up yesterday, right? Or was that even earlier today? So, no. Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, You've been on my mind because I think about my friends all the time. Like, you'd be surprised how many times you bother me, right? But also on my mind, because Edge, I wanted to talk to you since all of that, right? I'm glad you do, right? I want to talk to you since all of that. Edge coming back, my goodness, right? I'm sure I saw a comment from you at the Royal Rumble and all that stuff, and like, yeah, I'm sure I did because I know I was like, oh, I was thinking of you. I know I like wrote that, right? But that's one of those things. Like, you just have that with friends. Like, some friends just like, oh, Spider-Man, that makes me think of that. That's who I know a lot of people. The Rock is who I know a lot of people. But, you know, other people that, or whatever, you know? Like, right? So good. So good. If you don't watch those Untold, yo, go watch that Untold with Edge and Mick Foley. So good, because I like fun, all right? But Edge, amazing, right? And just to watch the talk about what it is. And again, so you know what I even did? I was watching that Untold, and I'm watching it up to the match, and I went to WrestleMania 22, watched the match, which are actually pretty short. Oh, so brutal. So brutal. Oh my God, there's nothing like that on WWE anymore. My word. They don't even come close, right? So, but yeah, that was fun. So I was thinking about you earlier today. Good times, right? The rated R superstar always makes me think. So, I mean, I got a lot of new tattoos, right? That you ain't seen, probably, right? Very sour WWE. Me too, right? Obviously, we all are. What you gonna do? You know, wrestling ain't what it is. It's not what it was. It's just what it is to me. It's what I've always said it's gonna be. It's a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. And you know what happens as that goes on, right? I mean, it's barely recognizable sometimes. Oh, like the Highlanders match versus the Street Profits. That was like 35 minutes in the park with the golfing and all that nonsense. Remember that last year? Oh, right? There's so many times I'm like, oh, it's Power Rangers. The zombies this year, right? It's like, oh, but they got $1 million for that, right? They could have just done it better. Oh, but you know, oh, that third hour Raw. Well, it gets them $1 million. That's why they want it. You know, what are you gonna do, right? So there's a lot. There's a lot. I didn't even like the Boneyard match. I thought that would be universally panned. And I was like, oh God, is this where it's going to go? It's the next evolution of wrestling. It's a cinematic match. But no, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they backed off cinematic matches, right? Right? Plenty of mistakes too. They sure do. Oh no, it's always a good time on WWE Dynamite. I feel so bad. I don't want to make fun of JR. I feel so bad. Oh, I mean, come on. But they make a lot of mistakes. They got me too. Oh, I tuned in for whatever pay-per-view that was with the death match. Oh, they got me. I could not believe it. Oh, and Mox did a good job of covering that a little bit. Well, Kenny Omega can't build an exploding ring worth of shit. Okay? Oh my God. It's because that line was the closer with JR. That's why that was like such a... It's like, oh! It's such a big... It's not just some middle thing that he then gets to correct or make a joke about. It was like the big sign-off to the show. Oh, so funny. So, right? So, I know, right? It's ridiculous. What? Like, ridiculous. It's so funny. I know. And he keeps just draping himself over Mox. Like, oh, he's gonna sell it like it was... And then again, you can look up that exploding ring. Like, here's what an exploding ring looks like in Japan. And there was that one... where he's going for the cover, but then he's like, no, there's no time. He grabs the ref and covers him. Boom! That was insane. There's so many better ways to do that. But what are you? What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Right? So you know what? Here's the thing. I can talk all day. I can talk. I don't need to look up to talk. Let me get to inking, because that's why I signed up. 30 minutes. I can easily ink and scream about wrestling, right? It's a good time. It's ridiculous. What time is it over there? 5. So talk to me more about Twitch. I'll talk to you about Twitch all day. I wouldn't mind even getting you on the phone, right? I'll get you on the phone one of these days if you like, because I love talking on the phone, right? I was just texting a bot that was trying to seduce me on the phone. Yes, get drawing is right. See, I was going to say that. I was literally just talking to a bot for 30 minutes. Like, it was so fun. Like, or just some dude who this is the plan. And they send selfies and being like, oh, you should hit me up, I'm in town. and sends me a topless picture. I'm like, what is this spammy nonsense? It's so funny, right? Getting distracted. Oh, terrible. And I was messing with it. If it's a real person, I was having a hilarious time, right? So funny. See, I'm getting very distracted. Tech bots are trying to text me, being like, oh, what are you doing? I'm in the neighborhood, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, go away. I was trying to have some fun. Never mind. So, very distracted. Very distracted. Let's not be distracted. All right? So look at these adorable community houses. So I have a project that I need to work on for local commercial. And in that local commercial, I am animating it with simple doodle animation. Right? I'll keep my book up. Oh, also, by the way, Tim, green screen table, that's right. I don't mess around, green screen table. You know I do it the most. So, so I'm gonna ink this thing, right? And get it done. And I do want to talk to you about streaming. Because I need all the advice I can get. Again, not that there's much advice like it is, just like stick with it. Like I was saying, you gotta do what is in your life, like I watch wrestling. Okay? And again, expect nothing, right? Good idea. Like I watch wrestling a lot, right? So that, my mic's gonna change because I'm moving for a second. Because I was about to run and go get a sketchbook. Hang on, I'll show you my view. And look at my screens, look at my screens, by the way. Like I did these screens. Because everyone on Twitch is all fancy like a Ferrari with their HD graphics and all that nonsense. Mine, hand-drawn. There you go, hand-drawn. Right, that'll be the ending one. Right, that's the one when I'm not around. And then, be right back. That's a coffee break. Hang on, let me go get... Dun, 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 dun. Been working on this project for far too long. Working on this project, right? All hand drawn. I'll even show you. I'll actually show you. So you can see how excited I am about this whole thing. But here's the thing, dude. I didn't understand Twitch. Okay? Right? You can see Washington being a power. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Back. Look at that. Look, he's given a red coat a stone cold stunner. Look at that. Fantastic. Right? Look at him go. Right? So, here, I need to get my sketchbook because I got to look up the references for how I inked the houses in this project. Right? But then I also... Right? I have some homes in here, right? I know I have a couple. I'm looking at the stuff I made. I'm like, oh, it's adorable. Da, da, da. Okay. There's a couple homes. There we go. All right, yep, just thick outlines, thin on the end. All right. So yeah, here's some houses. Let's get to that. Ba-ba. There we go. See, cute houses. So I'm drawing this whole neighborhood community. There's all the characters. They're keyhole characters, right? They look like keyholes. Technically, that's the shape of them. This is all about investment corporations and home lending and all this stuff. So that's what I'm doing. So I need this reference for that. Also, you know what else I need? I need a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The future is here with bagged PB&J. Let's enjoy it together. Again, I know it's supposed to be wrong. What can I say? All right? I'm starving. Did I say the story? Did I say the story? Do you know that when I was doing my comic, the Pistol Panda comic that I did, I worked on it so hard. I mean, that's a tale. It's not Haymaker. It's supposed to be comics, right? But I worked on it so hard down to the minute, and I was up for 72 hours, and I was shaking, finishing like these last things, okay? And Wilkie comes as we're living together. He's like, "You're still awake?" I'm like, "Yeah, Doodling. I just have," because I can see the finish line. It was so close, and it's like I have to do this. I have to finish the comic. Hadn't slept. It was insane, right? I got that thing printed overnight. Isn't that insane? Overnight. That's not how you print comics. Okay? So, I don't know what I was doing, just like with Twitch. The memory go, like, he fed me the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, he made it for me, and I'm like, can you just hold it up? And he, like, fed me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I was just working so hard. Working so hard. I'm gonna tell you, you know what I've discovered about these, by the way? They're even better when you let them thaw out. Until about a week ago, and probably 5 years, I have never let one of these things thaw out. I just eat them. Because I like, they melt in your mouth. But, you let them thaw, you give them some time, woo! Delicious. Oh man, I'm living my ass off. Just do a commercial for Crustables. Right, so you let them thaw most of the time? Here it is. This is why I should be. This is why I'm the Prince of Promotion. Okay. Are you tired of your average peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Are you tired of your average peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I got something for you. Welcome to the future, kids, because this ain't your daddy's peanut butter and jelly sandwich. This is unfucking Crustables. They come pre-packed in your grocer's freezer, so you don't have to waste a second trying to actually put two pieces of bread together. Go get the peanut butter. Go get the jelly. Unscrew the lid. I've started it. Oh, Uncrustables are ready to go right out of the box. You open them up. Open that wrapper. Where's that wrapper? Open that wrapper up. Sounds like that. Open that wrapper up. And whether you eat them freshly frozen or let them thaw because you can taste the greatness, but you can wait, bite into some Uncrustables today. Those unfucking Crustables. Just eat it. Well, that was the most fun I've had. Hi. Oh, man. Steam. Oh. All those years at Juilliard. It's all been leaving. Thank you. Oh. You know, I think that's the one. That's the one. That's the one we're going to keep. Somebody get me a bucket. These things are disgusting. And it's like Krusty when he spits out the Krusty. Ah! Some of it went down my throat. It's mostly sawdust and old Chinese newspapers. Ooh, ding shopping time. Let's just sit here and rattle off Simpsons references. Oh my goodness. That's the second time I've cursed in a while. I try not to curse. But for Uncrustables, let me tell you. See how I get good at the muting? I did that because when I got into radio, you curse, that costs money. I want to ruin any stations, get a fine, it's like $5 grand. So, I started doing this thing where I will go, this is ridiculous. You've heard what I said. This is, no, that's fine. I said it first, it's fine. I knew what I was doing. Because, you know what? Uncrustables, that's a much better product. They should just change it. Whereas, I think we're on something. We should write them a letter, send them a text, right? Shoot them one of those DMs. Just send them a hashtag on Crustables. They'll know and they'll send us the check. That's all it'll take, Tim. We'll be set. Set for life. Oh. So good. And if they get freezer burn, that's when you don't let them thaw. When they're stale and wet somehow, just chomp them. Chomp them down. If you find one really old, put it in the blender. And you want to set it to liquefy. Just drink that PB&J right now. Right there. Alright? Or if you get a Cutco brand knife, chop that thing into quarters, drop it in a glass of milk, use them like ice cubes. Delicious. Alright? You won't notice a thing. 42 minutes into this live stream. Wrong thing. Or you'll get the ones without jelly. That's right. You better do it or you'll get the ones without jelly. Are there ones without jelly? Ugh. Did they make, I haven't tried nor will I try like the grilled cheese one. Did they cancel those already? I think I tried strawberry ones. No thanks. It's grape for me. Is it jam or jelly? I lost the wrapper. Uncrustables. The wrappers simply disintegrate when you're done. Just sad. Not disappointed, just sad. Mmm. 4th of July. I should have barbecued that, baby. 4th of July. But I'll be honest with you, Tim. I don't know what's going on because first few times I was doing these streams, man, I was getting plenty of viewers. The last like 3 or 4 streams, it is 1, and I've been like, come on, you know, and I'll stick with the days or do certain times, but something's awry. It's a little tough. It's a little tough. Okay, like just streaming to whatever, but at the same time, it's like I always say, you got to remember. People watch things later. How many things do I catch live? Like this many things, all right? And then you watch stuff later, and I got to go through these things and cut them into clips. I had a good malfunction the other day, and I was doing a Mario Kart stream. And for some reason, sometimes the stream just ends and restarts, and the timer will just start again. And it all works. It's fine, but whatever. It happened to do it right at this part that I wanted to find again in the stream. I did like the best Mario Kart lap of my life, right? So my most recent Mario Kart video was that. So I got to go to that and like make a clip from it. A friend of mine had said though, he's like, you don't want to clip your own things. That's for fans to do. And I'm like, good. But that's what I have to follow up on is really the post-production aspect of all of this. You know, like, does it? It is. They're always updating. They're always changing it, right? I'm using Streamlabs OBS, which again I paid for Prime like a fool. But I want to try it, you know, and because that's always me. I'll put mine first. Okay, I should clip. Okay, good. All right. So he was making it sound like, oh, you know what, like it's like it was liking your own post, you know. So I wasn't sure if I should do it. But I'm gonna clip that. All right. All right, I'll do that. Let's stay hydrated. So I'm on the march to 50, and he did compliment me at how fast I got. With that, he's like, you got there pretty fast, like as far as that. Now, I'll be honest with you, a lot of those followers, they're not repeats, unfortunately, right? And that's also because I'm on a schedule. Also, I'm struggling with what the themes of the streams, like, art streams, but then I was doing one that was boring. I was bored doing art streams, so I started playing video games. And even that didn't really work, and I checked it out, like, how many people are playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance? 3 people on Twitch in, like, the last 7 days. I'm like, okay, real pop, you know? So that's even it too. Now I know you're not supposed to play the most popular games either, right? But even doing Mario Kart, which has a lot of people in those streams, nothing came of that, which was interesting and weird. Doing Beat Saber would kind of work, and I'm going to start the Beat Saber stream soon. I just got to sit down and fix it. But let's just stick with it. So I'm on the march to 50, and then once I get there, I'll really be able to like shine on the alerts. And I was doing a bunch of research, and I found out that the problem I was having sometimes with this whole thing is I am using Streamlabs, and it gives you access to all this stuff, right? But the problem is that some of the people that make those overlays, they do it in HTML, they use different things, other people use different stuff, and it can screw with your setup and override all your alerts and override all your settings to make things not work and limit your options with stuff. And although some of them are really cool looking, I don't know if I want to use it now. And I found out that OBS, regular OBS, is how you get a lot more freedom of alerts. And that's the action. I mean, this thing, Twitch is like, you cash in those bits, cash in those alerts to play a funny song, make me do a dance, put on funny glasses. You get freebie too. Boom! Sometimes you gotta put on funny glasses because I don't have the Snapchat filters built in that I see other people do. I have a friend that's so good at this that, like, his stream is hilarious. And he's growing fast, right? So, I know I've got the positivity and the energy and all that sort of crap. I just do need to figure out a rhythm. And me being on a template has been my biggest challenge. Just being like, every day on Monday, I have to this and that. But I gotta do it. I know I can. Very difficult. Very difficult. Too mood-based. Even today, I want to start the stream. I really wanted 9 minutes to get the stream. All right? So anyway, he goes, variety stuff's fine, right? Most of the people who get big, like one thing and grind it. Okay. Hit your stride with speedrunning. Okay, OBS is very, very open, and you can do some cool shiz. See, you shouldn't even be allowed to curse. Like, where'd my chat? All right, just super streamline. So OBS been moved to Slots because I got more familiar with it in episode 2 needs. Right, downloading those Pokemon things, like, nice, right? It's good to download templates. because I like the amount of stuff, right? So I still have like 10 months of Streamlabs, so I'm going to use it a plenty. And it'll give me time to learn a lot more about regular OBS. I've used regular OBS to use for the virtual reality mix streams for those, so that's a I feel like I'm shouting, but it is. So it is more about finding it. All right, because that is what it is. I know variety streams are tough, and I think the thing about it is like make my schedule that is the consistent thing to grind. And if I'm feeling froggy, I can just turn on a live stream. Just go for it. To over-deliver what you haven't promised than under-deliver what I promised. Because I tried to do it all the time, and it was too much. And even this past Tuesday, I was like, I don't want to do it at 6 o'clock. I'd rather do it at 10. And 10 o'clock rolled around, and I was like, I gotta work on this project. I shouldn't be stopping to go run around with Spider-Man, right? That's not why I got a Switch, to start goofing off. So, and it is a bit of goofing off. You can't look at having one viewer or two viewers and be like, this ain't goofing off. You just gotta do what you're doing. Like you say, it's like, you expect that, right? Like, do you have merch yet in your store? Because I know that's raw cleanup. All I gotta do is hit upload with 100 images and I'll have merch. But I say that all the time. I say it all the time, right? And it's fun images. It's not even like it's me, oh, do you like my shots? Crystal Panda and all that nonsense. So, even that. I always talk about my thing about, oh, I should go to upload everything on Woot, and upload everything on Redbubble, upload everything on Twitch, and upload all those images, same images. So if there's 30 Frankenstein stores at everybody's little stream, their lane that they stay in, and I'm just making $50 every few months from every little thing, and it'll just add up. I do need to sit and do that. I don't know why I talk about it as much as I do, and I don't pull the trigger. I just need to do it. All right? Who knows? Another thing to figure out. Either way. I've eaten a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Let's drink some water, because hydrate breaks. That's what I was even making me think about alerts. Nice big ASMR swallow for you. Right? And now let's get to inking. I believe, sound like Kermit the Frog. I believe that I was using this marker. Let's see. Right? Am I in the shot? Am I in the shot? I always think of Anchorman when I say that. Doo-doo-doo. There we are. Alright. I should also... Here, wait, I'll do this. Oh, now I can move this to here. And I can see the chat without it being behind me. I solved that today. That was good. I reworked my entire layout today, too. So that was nice. All right. So here's another thing I just thought of today. The next major purchase, I have some Scratch, which might even be, after this project, but probably not. I'm gonna figure out my life. But the next thing that I gotta do is figure out the drawing on here without it being, in this fashion. Let me just make sure it's not bleeding through. Does this one bleed? It's bleeding a little. See, the real ink doesn't bleed, and it doesn't bleed on this paper, which is very nice, this other sketchbook. It looks like it bleeds on this. What's on the other side? It's nothing? Okay, good. Just gonna make sure of that. So I need to, do this more, but digitally, draw digitally, right? And then that's expensive, right? Because I have a Wacom, right? So I have an old Wacom, nice big Wacom, before everything went to touchscreen digital. But man, I never really learned how to do it, and the disconnect on it is brutal. It's just brutal. Like, I can't draw a straight line with it. And then, practice, but it's hard to practice everything, So I was like, I'm going to get an iPad Pro. Let's get an iPad Pro. And then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute. Because then I was like, maybe I should get a Cintiq instead. I'm comparing a Cintiq to an iPad Pro, right? And then what I realized is that there's a weird mental disconnect, isn't there? It's brutal, right? So now what I'm trying to do is think about, because I thought I need a Cintiq, or do I need a Cintiq, or do I need an iPad Pro? I'm saying, right? And this makes sense. I want to make sure this all makes sense. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. This is technically kind of my old house. I know I'm off the screen here, but I'm just drawing one vertical. So one wiggly vertical. And then thin lines for those. Let's go. Ta-da! Gorgeous. I was just looking at all the pen setup. Makes you feel like a real artsy-fartsy person. So I've tried doing that and never had success with it. But then I was talking to some buddies, and one of them has the iPad Pro, and the other one has the, and that's what they use. And they use Procreate, right? But then I'm like, okay, I'll do that eventually. That's where I was going to spend my money, right? And I realized, oh wait, how do you live stream? I can't plug an iPad Pro into this thing, into this computer. It's a PC. Now I think I could probably stream straight from the iPad. Is probably what it is. So again, I'd probably have to make a bunch of new layouts, double up my work, which is just so aggravating. This, that, this. But if that's what it is, you know, it is what it is, right? Better to have to do it than just pine away for, you know, now all I need is another entire device again. This should be the last device I have to purchase. Because I have spent a lot of money on some things this past year. Did this YouTube channel come on? I like this YouTube channel. Where is it? Dashboard Streamlabs. This one is... It's on Facebook. There it is. Oh yeah, it did go to Evan King. This is Evan King. I like this. I like this. This is all free on the internet. It's all free on Facebook for this exact... Free on YouTube for this exact purpose is Twitch streams. So you can connect to iPad with a Lightning to HDMI into a capture card. Okay. Thank you, Tim. You have solved my problem and worry that I've had for 24 hours. Okay. So, because I have a capture card, so just like the way I capture Switch and stuff, it seems. Okay. Well, good. Because I wasn't sure. So let me ask you your opinion. Do you think a Cintiq or an iPad Pro? Like, what do you think? And again, I have a really good Mac in the other room if there's anything about syncing and integration and whatever. So I use Adobe on the Mac and I use all that stuff for that, right? But I've never had an iPad, or I've had one crappy, way old iPad that couldn't even load Instagram. Like when my mom gave it to me, so, you know, I've never had an iPad. And it's so hard to not make sound effects as I so that's some of it, is that I've never had an iPad, and then the other thing, a Cintiq. Is a Cintiq a PC? I think that one is PC. You probably can just like plug it in. Oh, but does the Cintiq have to be... No, Cintiq's a laptop. See how confused I am and like befuddled I am? It's ridiculous. You could also do the new iPad Air, which is cheaper and just as powerful as last year's Pro. Oh, really? Okay. I should look... I mean, I could look up an article. I have a vague memory of looking up an article. But... I know that I was hoping to get away with $600, but then someone told me, it's like, oh no, you just got to go the full thing and pay the 12, which I know means 15, because I always do get the insurance and the warranty and stuff, right? So, is that what I did? Oh, I did all those lines thick too. All right, well, yeah, we'll do that lickety quick. Let's go. is. But I'm gonna crack this nut because again, like I said, I've been live streaming for 5 years. You know, I am good at it. I love it. I genuinely love it. It's motivated me to do the art. Actually, I don't know if you've had that. Do you do any art streams or is it all video games? Well, you said you kind of found a niche and stuck with it now because of that. So that's interesting. You know, because makes sense. And I guess I'll eventually figure out what it is. But variety is just going to be a part of my life. I mean, it's just too much. Like, I just do too much different, funny nonsense to not have a variety stream. But grinding makes sense. Although, I'll tell you, I've seen people do that. Like, because I joined a group here a few years ago, and like, you know, it was alright, but it wasn't really working. I was doing too much work. And I watched, you know, they're still trying to do it, and it's consistently or always just at one or two, you know, like no matter what. And they've been grinding, they'll grind games, but I guess you do have to have a, you know, and then there's the personality part, which I don't know if they've really got that going on as much as they need. I mean, that's why they tried to get me to work there or volunteer there or whatever I was doing there. But whatever. So there's that. Because again, I know I think part of it for me too is just gonna be like, get over it. Do the things you're doing, because you're gonna be doing them anyway. But it has to be, I have to work on post-production. And just clipping things out and kind of building the YouTube at the same time. I mean, that's what I think, right? Yeah, all right. And then once you find, yeah, I've been looking at a lot of statistics, and that's kind of what it is. It's like it's like if I played, let's pretend it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That's what I've been grinding on playing, right? Because I love that game. All right, but I'm like a year late to the party. So, you know, nobody gives a rat's patootie. All right, but grind, play that game. All right, maybe some game will come out that's modern that I might be able to jump in on, or the Mario Kart's add up to something, I don't know. But they say that like when you go from that, and then even when you're like, okay, now as a professional streamer, I'm even gonna like stream this one game, you know, and then it's time to switch games. And you will have a drop off from that, but a percentage will follow, and then even if you switch to variety, you'll have a drop off from that, but then it's gonna be like 10% will follow you. Just based on you doing whatever you're doing, because they like you. So I know that there is like a mathematical turnover for it, that you can kind of base like, all right, when you switch things, expect this to happen. All right, like, yeah, just do what inspired me. It's like, yeah, because I'm not really, well, it's not really about trying to figure out what I'm doing, right? Because it's not. Part of it is the scheduling, and the one thing I figured out is like, yo, how about Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, because I do a radio show every Saturday. That's what's kept me honest and a live streamer my whole life here, is having the Saturday live stream. If I wasn't on the radio, like, I wouldn't do it. I needed the radio to be like the reason I could live stream for some reason. Because yeah, I remember I wasn't playing video games. And Twitch didn't have the art streams years ago. So when I became a radio DJ, I was like, oh, now you can do these live streams. Now you're somebody. It's like, sit side saddle with me as I do a radio show. And then, you know, you get comfortable, and now it wouldn't matter. I could just live stream any day. But yeah, you gotta not worry about that sort of thing. Just live your life. But, you know, you gotta pick the things you're gonna do. So I'm doing Tuesday. I'm trying to do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So play video games Tuesday, Thursday, and then Saturday. The art is random now, because I don't know if I don't know if it's worth advertising the art streams, and they are more, I just got to do these things, because the art streams were good in the beginning, but now they're holding me back, because I got to draw, and I just got to be drawing these freelance projects. And, you know, that's not always exciting to watch, especially when I can't even keep the camera. I'm gonna do like this. There we go. Because yeah, exactly. Like I say, whatever you have in your life that's running water. Not, I'm gonna start doing this. Let me start this thing. You gotta do what's running water. Now I am lying a little bit because I am trying to start certain things, right? Like it's not like I guarantee that. Well, no, I play that game every day. I play that. I love playing that Marvel game like every day. If I'm gonna play it, might as well pop it on, you know, at a certain time. Why not? So, you know, maybe I should pick one of those days to be Mario Day because I am playing Mario Kart as well. And that's a little more mainstream than the Ultimate Alliance game. That's like the main reason I bought a Switch, was that game, as well as Mario. I just like Mario. Mario Kart specifically. There we go. So yeah, I'm not quite worried. And then I want to get Beat Saber on there because I know that I want to play Beat Saber more. I like playing it. And I want to kind of use it as my kind of morning ritual workout thing. So I wouldn't mind if every other day I guarantee that I do a Beat Saber stream. So I'm trying to do Beats, and that's the one I really would, if I'm going to throw my effort into it, it's Beat Saber. It's a mixed reality Beat Saber. I'm probably going to order another camera so I can just set it up on the ceiling and never touch it again. Because that's part of the hang-up of it, is you got to always readjust it unless you set up a permanent setup for it. So, you know, I'm there now. I did all the hard stuff, the green screen, wall, every other thing in here. So now it should work just fine once I get going. Just got to put my money where my mouth is. And the freelance art has just been getting in the way of doing that. Not getting in the way, but being my main focus because it should be, right? Got to work on this, got to earn this money. All that unemployment's done now, and I even had a problem with unemployment. Okay, so, oh, do you have it on PS4? Yeah, so that's half the reason I bought. I have it on Oculus, so I love it on Oculus, right? And I do that. Like that's exactly what it's all about. It's doing Beat Saber on Oculus and live streaming it and being fun and getting all the funny nonsense to work. And I'll get there. Like I know there's even a way for me to probably overlay the chat in Oculus. I don't know how, right? I mean, right now I barely know how to game capture everything. I'm capturing games, but I'm not capturing my audio along with it. So I still got a lot to figure out, but well, I am capturing my audio with it. What am I saying? Because I am broadcasting it to YouTube and Facebook, so they just make the file a file. But on the game capture file itself, it only captures the gameplay, right? So there's that. But yeah, man, and that's the thing. You see some of these people playing Beat Saber, they get a lot of views, right? How many people doing mixed reality Beat Saber streams? Not a lot, you know. I'm sure there's enough, but not a lot, right? And then how many of them are me? None. All right. You can say Beat Saber in a gorilla suit, Beat Saber as the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah, dig it. I can't wait. Right? You know me. I'm gonna do all these ridiculous Beat Sabers. I'll do Beat Saber the way I'm dressed right now. Right? Do Rocky Beat Saber. Oh my goodness. You have to explain to me how you have an unlimited library. That's on the PC, because that is now the new thing I've seen. Is, man, people make a new song, and then someone has already Beat Saber into that song. So that's kind of weird and wild. So now I'm sure that's part of the people getting those hits. I don't think I'm going to be able to make up my own way to capture Beat Saber and load it into Oculus. All that crap. But, you know. Hey, what are you gonna do? I'm my own ace in the hole. Thank you. You leave my sexual orientation out of this. That's so. You leave what I do in my private life alone. I think I might ace in the hole myself later. Now that sounds horrifying. I'm gonna delete that from the stream. Oh my god, what would people think? I'm family friendly. That's why I don't do none of this. Family friendly. It's a funny thing I've been doing for like a couple of years now. Actually, like 4 years now. Because that's the fun joke. Because I am squeamish and I'm a baby and I'm really G-rated. You know, and then you open the business, so it just makes sense to lean into being family friendly, like over the top family friendly. Because when you do it like that, you can kind of make the dirty jokes still, by just being, oh, don't say this. I'm family friend. Oh, my ears. My virgin ears, you know? Always gets a laugh. People are like, oh, yeah, right. I'm like, thank you. Thank goodness. Most nerds, that's what everybody assumes. So, and Tim, let me tell you. It's just between you and me, Tim, all right? Don't you tell anybody. Don't you tell anybody. I just turned 40. Oh, my God. It probably says that. I turned 40 this year. My word. Everybody wants to hang out with the 40-year-old Twitch streamer doing Beat Saber, right? Sure they do. Some of their business. So fun. Isn't it interesting? Because I don't know about you, but it's just like the older I get, the more it's like, because nothing matters, huh? Like, in a way, like, it's so weird. Like, me and my sister were talking about it. Like always talking about, like, you know, life, you know, like almost like, so what's the point? You know, if this is all it is. I'm like, the point is to enjoy yourself. Because she's, you know, it's like you're trying to find these, like, big mystical answers. I'm like, guess what? If we're just actually all differently scaled ants, that's all it is, then just enjoy it. Just enjoy existence. And just make yourself have a good time as much as you can. Because I'll tell you, you know, and a lot of this came from, it sounds like it's coming out of nowhere. It's because we're talking about having kids or not, right? Because I feel a little late on that, but, you know, I'm a guy, so it's different, but she's not going to have kids. She's never going to have kids, but now it's official, you know? At a certain age, and it's official. You ain't doing it. It's a real thing. And that's become more normalized, right? So, happy, but back in January, all right? Back in January, don't worry, I'm 40 and a half now. Good Lord. Don't tell me. So, you know, we're talking about all that stuff, you know, and, like, that's what made us, like, again, it's because we were talking about having kids. Like, I've come to grips with, like, all right, that might not be in the cards. You know? Like, if it ends up not working out, where the best friend forever winds up not having kids, that doesn't mean I'm going to be alone forever. I'll probably end up meeting somebody. What if I meet someone later? You know, what if I meet someone later and she's already got kids? Because the older you get, the older everybody has to get. You know, you can't be dating 30-year-olds forever, 34-year-olds. Because, and I always say 34 because the cutoff, technically, it's not a cutoff, but medically, when you turn 35, they instantly treat you like a special pregnancy, like an extra special case pregnancy, where you have to, you know, as if you were, you know, had like pre-existing conditions. You're going to need extra attention. Because statistically, that's what happens. You know, is that you get older, and statistically, that's when a lot more problems develop for kids and babies and stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of parents, they get that test and they have a choice to make, because it leads to, you know, leads to a lot of problems. Leads to a lot of problems some people don't really talk about. But, you know, with that, you just gotta really be okay if it doesn't work that way. You know? Like, you gotta be okay with it. So I was kind of coming to grips with some of that, and I'm relatively okay. It's like, oh, so what's the getting all crooked because I'm not moving over. Oh, that'll be the next thing I gotta solve. Like, how do I move this easier? Oh, geez, no! I almost changed the channel and it would screw up everything. Okay? You made that decision a while back, no kids? Good with the animals? Exactly. And some of my friends, that's what they are. Like, I said I made a post for my friend on Father's Day, and I said, it's everyone's favorite cat daddy. Right? And because I had an old embarrassing photo of him. And, you know, that's what they're doing. Like, they have 5 cats, right? He doesn't want kids. He didn't have the best childhood. He doesn't want to do it. And you visit, I'll tell you, visiting my family and seeing my little nephew, seeing Wilkie with his 2 kids. Oh, it's adorable. And he's happy as a clam. And yeah, it's a lot of work, though. I wouldn't have been able to leave Long Island, for sure. Might have had to move back there, because, you know, having a support system is really important for that. having that babysitter, having that, you know, kid having grandparents. Like, that's the thing. So, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. Wilkie's a riot. Okay? Like, you got to see him with the, just being a dad. And always happy, never flustered, you know? Go away. Dad? Like, never really flustered, never upset, you know? Like, just Wilkie, you know him, Wilkie. Like, he's a gem, dude. You know? You gotta see some of these tattoos I got. I can't show you. Because one of them's not done. So I don't want it to be revealed. But it's gonna get done. It's gonna be the best. So what's it called? Like, and it is good. But man, you really see how much work it all is, don't you, when you go visit your relatives and your family and your friends with kids. Like, it is so difficult. You know, it's a lot. And again, it's that thing where your life is no longer yours. Like, it's not yours. You now have to do all this other stuff. I would have to work at Trader Joe's if I had a mouth to feed. That was not my own. You cannot feed babies $3.33 Red Baron pizzas 3 nights a week. You can't. At least I don't think you can. Right? I'm no expert. But so, there's my little. He's up there. Ding. Ding. Yeah. All right, hang on a second. Let me stretch my thoughts out for a second. Another bush there. Right? And then there's bushes here. And get a nice long one. And there was another one here. Then I'll get back to all this very real talk. I just have to make my squiggly lines, which involve thinking and noises. All right, that one's gonna go like that. All right, and I need to put like a little cactus one. All right, I don't know. They're doodles, it's fine. I'll do that one. And this will be on screen for like 3 seconds. All right. So I'm just gonna recreate whatever I did there. That was a disaster. Okay, good. Oh my god. I have the best video of him as a dad, where we went to the kids what is it? Aquarium on Long Island. And it was just fun, but just a million kids. It was like the first public space I've been in since the quarantine nonsense, right? And we go upstairs, and there's this big staircase, right? And he's carrying Harper. He carries Harper, who's, you know, like a 20-pound sack of potatoes, right? The entire time. And carries Mikey for something, but he hoists the two of them up and walks down this flight of stairs. I have it on video. Just watching, oh, hang on, all right, get up, and just hucks both of his kids, and he's just got them both on both shoulders, like just walking down. It was insane. Right? He's super dad. Loves it. Spoils the kid to death with stuff. Because, you know, stuff. Gee, I wonder if we like stuff. Right? So, you know, that's a riot to watch. I don't know if you saw, but I'm the godfather of Harper, which is the best. So I'm in the Wilkie family to a degree. Right? So I love that. And, you know, I'm just so happy for him. You know? I just am. So, and that's the point. Like, nothing against kids. Again, I love kids. I want kids. But if it doesn't happen, I have to be okay with it. Because what's the booby prize if I don't have kids, right? And do you know what it is? It's this. I get to be like this for the rest of my life. Oh well. oh well, I guess I just get to be a fun person, having a good time, spending every minute and dime on myself. Sounds good. Sounds good. Not quite a punishment. Not quite a punishment, right? So not the worst thing if you wind up just not having some mouths to feed. Okay? If I just focus on this. Like I say, I'm on the Jerry Seinfeld plan. All business until 50, and then he started his family. That's what I'm thinking. Also, I was looking at Conan O'Brien the other day, and I did some math, because if you're not listening to Conan's podcast, it's the funniest. He's so funny. If you like Conan, I mean, I feel like a sense of humor, but he's so ridiculous, right? And he, what was it? He was talking about. Just got distracted because I was talking about his podcast. What I hear on his podcast that made me think of bringing it up. Right? Okay, no, we don't like stuff like a large collection of things. Meh. So funny, right? No, stop that. He's almost done with it. He doesn't care. He's just like, I want a house. Get rid of all this stuff, right? But what the hell was I saying? What was I saying? Because I went, oh yeah, like this is the worst that happens. So Conan and I did some math, listened to his podcast, and like he didn't meet his wife till he was 42, right? Didn't have kids, and then had kids later, right? So who knows? It was like she's some like 20 something. Like that's the thing. So it ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over. But I'd rather be, okay? Oh, Danhausen, right? Isn't that amazing that Danhausen was on? Doesn't that make you feel so good for Danhausen? Like, watch, again, it's so fun to watch someone like, every day. Every day Danhausen gets more popular. Ridiculous. Here's the funny thing. I've seen plenty of Danhausen, still have not watched a Danhausen match. Right? Just like Jim Cornette, he refuses to watch a Danhausen match because he likes Danhausen too much. So he doesn't want to actually see him wrestle. Ridiculous. Okay? His podcast, whether it's video or not, just the audio, some of them are 30 minutes, they're really fun. And I love Hollywood, like I love behind the scenes Hollywood. So I like when celebrities talk about being regular. The one with John Krasinski was so good because it's him talking about John Krasinski was an intern on Conan O'Brien, right? He was an intern for several years, leaves, and then he's back 3 years later. And he talks about the first night he's back to celebrity. Like, and he's going on the couch to promote the show The Office that's coming out. And like, he said he blacks out. Like he says, you could see it. Like, there's no one behind my eyes. And he's like, and Conan like kind of, everything's like, it's gonna be fun. And like brings me back to reality. It was so genuine listening to him talk like the way you and I would talk about creating what we're talking. But of course, it's just all the same. It's just a different level of whatever. He's talking about creating a movie the same way I care about Scrooge. He cares about The Quiet Place. Major motion picture. But it's like he wrote it and directed it, right? And starred it. All right, and then the second one, it's like it's his wife stars in it. So fascinating to listen to him talk about it. Really good. So I love all that crap. But I'm just doing the math on when he met his wife. He met his wife on shoot one day on the show. And there's the shoot. There's the comedy shoot. That woman ends up being his wife. And that's the thing. So, like, again, you never know. And also, I use that number 42 as well for Jim Davis did not start drawing Garfield until he was 42. All right? So, everything's... Who am I convincing? You and me. You and me. Right? So funny. So funny. All right, back to it. All right, there we go. I'm still at it. I'm crushing it today. I'm crushing it. There we go. All right, so there's some. I might doodle some more. I got to think about that. But let me go and doodle these. Brother. So these buildings are a little more prevalent somewhere in the thing. Look, I basically drew Mepham for this commercial, right? So there, right there it is. There it is. So I basically drew Mepham. There's some random hospital here in town. This is the building that is the company I'm working for, and there's all more random tiny houses. Because again, I just got to fill up the space with houses. Fill it up with houses. All right. And nothing on the back of this, right? Nope. Okay. How much did that bleed through? Barely at all. And not on this page, so that's... Ah, merciful Minerva. I say that for real all the time. Do 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 do. Oh, I've had the Twitch on. I've got the multi-stream. That's right. No one popped in. No one popped. I can see that, right? Okay, I can do multi-stream. There's multi. Anywho. Now let's pull a line. Wilkie was saying, as they call him tattooing, a pull a line. Wilkie's become a dynamo at tattooing. I'll tell you, if you're looking for a tattoo, again, go to Wilkie. Like, I don't know if you follow his Instagram. It's so good. Like, he is just astonishing. You know? I'm so proud of him. So good. And his Instagram's really good. Like, it's really very good. Boop. Right? Oh, his TikTok, right? See, I gotta get on TikTok. Right? Do you have TikTok? Have you incorporated that yet? Like, and even that, like, you know, I'd probably be funny on TikTok, but I don't know. It's so, I tried to sign up 3 times, you know that? Like, I just hate it. It's almost like, how much can you handle? Like, how much can you handle? I wanted that one to be straighter. Okay. So, I just watched a video on it. Yeah. Like, I still don't even have it to watch videos. And I should. Like, my sister loves it. It's helped. My sister says it's actually helped her with, like, her self-esteem and stuff. She sees all the people and they're like, they're just so free. And, like, I respect that and, like, envy it. Like, I wish I could be this outgoing and creative. And it's inspired her to a little bit. Like, and like her and my cousin will make a funny video. They won't post or anything, but like, it's just liberated some of her perspective. You know, about like the way we're supposed to behave. You know, like, and the rules of being a human being. The rules which I have never followed. If you talk to most people. And like, that's the thing. Like, I threw those rules out. Like, she's the type of girl that like only now at 40 something is like, just put the smallest amount of color in her hair. Always wanted to color her hair, but couldn't do it. You know? But now that's acceptable. You can do that now. So she's kind of able to do some of these things that, you know, most people can't do growing up until like they get to a certain stage of their life where you're finally just like enough. You know? God. Man, I mean, if I always kept caring what people think of me, whew, what would I be? Jack shit. Alright? Alright? So which garbage there is on there. There's just as much, not more feel-good stuff. Oh, a ton of it. Yeah, there's garbage in everything. There's garbage in everything. What are you going to do? You can't blame it. I think it's just the interface that you end up seeing more garbage. If YouTube's not on this constant, like, loop. Right? Whereas that, it just kind of throws stuff at you. And that's kind of the point. Ooh. And then this has to go straight down. Let's get on it. Hang on. Sound effects. Sound effects out. I don't know what it is. Sound effects out. Alright, I can see that this is not centered. I can see this is not centered, so it's going to be... Let me fix it on the fly with my eye, and we'll see. Let's turn this around. That's great. But I don't care about some of this stuff. I like that it's not perfect. It's kind of the point of... There's a little freedom with this project, in it being not perfect. And then this one. Stammering. It's better to pull than push. That's what I should have been doing. Right. That's not bad. Whatever's not bad. A lot of the animation is wiggly. Like none of this is that. All right. Does that need? I don't know if I need bushes there. None of this is to any sort of scale either. Like all this is incorrect. But I can play with the scale later. It's getting warm in here. Start music. Yeah, Evan King's still going. Okay. Calling a drawing audible. Look out. Look out. You got to be able to do that on the fly. You got it. All right. Where am I? Let's move up. I'm going to have to move these things out of the way. Green screen table is great, but it is fabric, which is making it exceedingly difficult to be sliding things up and down. Oh, just got marker on it. Permanence marker. Dun dun dun. Most dangerous marker there is. Get my head. Is this a good camera shot for the art stream? Hang on, let me just draw this. This is good. I bet I did do that a little bit before, didn't I? But only for a moment. Right? I do have to get it. Hang on. I gotta get it. Get out of the way for a second. What can I tell you? Alright? I gotta pull some real lines for a second. So, leave me be. Hang on. I'm almost back. Almost back. Huh? Almost back. Alright, is that good? And then up that one. And then this one. I think, I don't know. All right, that's good. Okay. Ugh. Focus, focus. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. And I don't need this here anymore. Oh, here. Tim, since you're here, I'll show you. So here's some of the other characters. Uncle Sam's in it, right? They're all cute and great. Like, oh, cute. All different ethnicities and colors of the rainbow and all that stuff, right? Super cute characters. Love it. Oh, wait, and I'll even show you. Hang on. You'll love it. Where is he? Where is he? Here's some of the people that work there. Here's some other people. Who's that? Wilkamania. Look at Wilkie. There you go. I got to make Harper a little cuter. One of those. There's Harper. There's me. Isn't that funny? Cute Wilkie. Gotta sneak all these people in there. All right. So there's that. There's my 80s family. That's like what my family looked like in the 80s. That's it. But this. So here's all the. See. There's all the hand-drawn stuff for that portion of, like, the page. So that's fun. And I will do a stream when I'm done with these freelance projects where I ink all of these. These are my alerts, but they kept just not working, and I found out, yesterday, that's because of Streamlabs stuff and one of my overlays. So I gotta kind of rebuild everything from scratch. And this way it pops up and it looks like I'm shouting it, you know, and whatever. So that's ridiculous, right? Everything has a toot toot, hey, hey, yo, yo. All right, with the appropriate sound effects. There's a fun pissed off panda. There's that overlay thing, right? Oh, did I spell it wrong? No, it's not purposely spelled wrong. I don't even know how to use Discord. Okay. Now again, I'm not even sure. Did I even post that up yet? I don't even know if I've used these anywhere. That might be somewhere, I think. And I think that I might have noticed that it's wrong later, but I think that if you look on the Twitch TV, like my actual page, it's like, I don't know what this is, right? So I think I did realize it and just went with it. Or I'm just using the Pee Wee Herman I meant to do that. Who knows? There's those. This is all, by the way, this drawing, right, is all like actual stuff that I own, right? It's all real stuff. Like everything there. Even the kazoo is somewhere, my applause sign. All of it. Like, isn't that funny? Pretty good. Pretty good. Right? Then this was the overlay before I knew what I was doing. And I screwed it all up. I didn't know that you have different things. Yeah, did I spell it right there? D-I-S-C. Yeah, I spelled it right there eventually, so I must know something about it. This is me just drawing Lisa Simpson from a How to Draw book. I was thinking of doing a Simpsons-themed drawing thing. Because it's like, I hate fan art, but you gotta jump on something and I would at least learn how to draw. And this was one random day when I was trying to draw. I was just like, what should I do? And I was like, I'm gonna draw ghosts wearing human clothes. But I came up with that. Alright? That's so funny. There it is. A belt and a tie. If only one half of the icebreakers. Is Frick not in here? Frick might be... I guess, you know what? Frick is not in there. Frick I'm probably going to use as an alert. But I don't know if Frick's in there. I should maybe put him in there. Before I ink it. I went and looked at the icebreakers recently. They were so funny. We were howling. I wish we had done it. But I use Frick a lot. I've used Frick a lot since then. Right? And I'll use him more with the stream. But part of that is also like, yo, you don't even know. So I did a full stand-up comedy bit for Frick. After 10 minutes, like, you can't move your hand. Like, you can't move your hands at all. It was so... I couldn't believe it. I had to switch hands in the middle of it. It was embarrassing. Because I was behind the curtain. Frick was the one performing it. I'm like, hang on a second. I'm like, oh my god. I was in agony. I was in agony. Certainly should have done a 5-minute set. Okay, because also, you know, it's a Muppet doing stand-up comedy. We all know how that goes. Waka waka. This was not dissimilar. Some of the jokes landed. But then when people realize, like, I'm doing a whole set, it's like, nothing's ever as funny as you think it's going to be, is it? You know? So, I'll just get all these shapes, get all these tiny shapes while I'm at it. Although, every time there's a little thing that's a wrinkle, like, there's the wrinkles. Get them out of there. So, boop-a-doo. There we go. Getting them in there. I love the icebreakers. The icebreakers. Oh, Wilkie was the best with it, actually. If you watch, I do nothing funny. Again, that was also like Paul Wilkie. I joke all the time. That, like, we still have the joke. I owe him 30% of everything I ever make. Because I'm just like, and I'm like, oh, I totally just am scamming Wilkie's whole game. Like, I'm just, like, you know, like, just all that type of crap. Sometimes, we sound so similar, sometimes I laugh. Because I'll listen to a video, and I'll be like, I just sound just like him. One, I sent him, of like, I sound just like you in this, and we were laughing our asses off. But I think it's also because we were kind of doing, like, Enzo Amore. What do we got? What's this over here? Like, that's what, oh, hello. Like, you know, that's what, hello. So, you know, when you're doing quotes of people, you know, and impressions, you're going to sound alike. And we kind of picked that up. That's just kind of like this basic New York, oh, what do you got? Hey, oh, how you doing? What do you do? What do you say? How do you do? Forget about it type of crap. But yeah, I love Frank. I've done a ton of stuff with Frank. I was thinking about how, I mean, I could incorporate Frick and go back and forth. You just got to switch the camera. You know, and then this way he could have his own camera and we could interact like he's somewhere else, you know? But again, that's something to, like, develop maybe a little. Or just BS a lot and then, again, clip it. Like, that's the other thing I was thinking, right? So I was trying to do this crap every day for me. I'm like, no, you need to, on Wednesday, like if I was doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when I should work on the stream. Make a new overlay, make a new thing, set up the alerts better, update this, update that. Do all of that crap so that you're still working on Twitch. Because Twitch has to be a full-time job if you want it to work. That's the secret, really. You know, even with them, they track your hours. It's going to be a full-time job. I have a question. I'll raise a fan. Levels are pretty low on voice. I have a volume mixed. I sometimes work. Sometimes I just get down. Just go like this. So when I'm doing that, probably that. But I do have, it's because I have like a stop thing on it so that I don't scream too loudly. But I'll raise it up if you want it. I know Ray loves it the most. All right, so I was talking about with my buddy here, LP. And again, I don't know if I was talking to you about this, Ray, but sometimes when you're streaming, right? The other day I'm doing a stream. And I'm like, it's late. And what are the odds anyone else is popping on? If I had a 3-hour stream with 3 people watching, and now 2 of those people said, all right, I gotta go, and they leave. And I can see into the future, and I know, okay, no one else is gonna watch for the next hour. Should I be streaming to one person for 3 more hours? Because then in that 6-hour stream, I only got an average of 1.5 viewers. Okay? Oh man, rub it in my face, Ray. Jeez, what are you doing? Did you name drop me yet? That's what you gotta do. You're like, listen, there's a secret guy in town. I know all about him. If you're nice and cook me up a hot dog that's barbecue, I'll let you know. Probably not to make a party. Probably not to make affiliate. No, not that part of it. Not really the make affiliate part. You just gotta stick with it. I guess you're right. Once you hit an average. But here's my question, Ray. Let's say it's your first month and you hit your average. But then what about in the next 30 days if you don't hit that 3? Do they take away the affiliate status? I imagine that they might. I'm curious about that. I think it's something that you have to consistently do, right? Unless there's a setting. I mean, I know you can go to vacation mode, so that probably keeps things some sort of honest. But yeah, I'm still on the march. Okay, making affiliate isn't super difficult. No, okay. I mean, that I get. Okay, so not much to worry about. All right, just keep streaming. Again, good advice, LP Soldier. Just do my thing and don't worry about it. You got it. Look at this. This marker is almost all done. Now, I don't know if it's because I left it out. I mean, I've been working with it for 2 hours. Is that why? Does this marker only have? Give me a break. And this was brand new. A brand new marker, right? It's a long way to grow a channel. Oh, I know it's a long way. Again, I'm not being entirely impatient. I'm just asking an analytic based on, because you can't get sad or upset about the number of viewers. In fact, again, people say turn it off. Don't look. I never give a rat's patoot about how many viewers there are. If there's someone in the chat, there's someone in the chat. That's great. I talk the whole time. I do just have to go clip things. Ray, how much do you go make clips to oh, that was a good part of the stream. This is a good 4 minutes, or this was a good, whatever time, 6 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes, and post those separately and share those separately. Because I know that's a big factor. I just haven't done it yet or gotten to that part yet because I'm lazy. I do it almost every stream now. Okay. So that's the thing. I really got to get in that habit of not just streaming, but also then picking the day to stream appropriately. And then oh, if you're not streaming today, you're working on the stream. Right? And then again, I was just saying, this way, if you feel like going live, go for it. But if not, you're not promising something and then not. So I do need to figure out just some of that. But whatever, I'm just asking. I'm just shooting the breeze. Okay, share on Twitter and Facebook. I do that. And again, I'm cheating because I have the multi-stream going. So I'm a bit of a cheat. Where I'll get the people chatting in Facebook and stuff like that. But I don't know, maybe they figured that out this week because I don't know what. But nothing's working. Or the people on Facebook, they certainly ain't seen as much as they were 2 months ago. But wait, again, 'tis what it is. Boop. And again, I know I'm making fun content. For goodness sakes, one of them's a radio show. One of them's a radio show. My word. Okay? It is hard to get people to Twitch. You're not going to. Let me tell you, you're not going to. Okay? Because even my Twitch life is only as a creator and not a viewer. Right? And that is wrong. I rarely view. Because even technically, I'm a cheat with you, Ray. We're cheating. We know each other a bit from real life. LP, I know him from real life. That's kind of cheating a bit. As far as a fan. of like, you are making content, I'm a fan of you, total stranger, I will be back. You know, and I don't really do that enough. And I know that that is part of it too. Like, it's a community for a reason. You know, and that's how you're going to get raids, and that's how you're going to get, you know, other stuff to happen in all the streams. So I know that's a part of it. But that's like what I was saying before about, you know, if someone is buying shirts on Woot Shirt, it's hard to get them over to Threadless. If someone's on Threadless, it's hard to get them to, you know, what's that other, Cargo, whatever. If they're on that, it's hard to get them to. I used to think about this when I had a blog, because to use WordPress, I only look at WordPress. Oh, are you on Blogger? I subscribe to Blogger blogs. Oh, are you on blah blah? Everyone has their own flavor of it, you know, and that's kind of some of it. And I even ran, you know, I had a friend, and he's an older guy, kind of 10 years older than me. And the first thing he said when we saw each other, hung out, and he goes, all right, so what the hell is Twitch? Right? I see you post about it every day. I'm like, and you never clicked it? I don't know what it is. So that's a thing, is that just like in my life where I'm like a Luddite, you know, where I don't know. Okay, you managed to get one last week. All right. So, okay, Facebook to Twitch is horrendous. No one on my Facebook cares about my Twitch. Right, they're not supposed to. Your Twitter should. Your Instagram should. Because Facebook, this is everyone that does, they don't understand, you got to understand what Facebook is. Don't ever get fooled. Facebook is our internet living room, right? We're all there at the big holiday party. Everyone got let in the door, right? So, okay, here we go. And I don't agree with this, and I wonder this. And why would you post this? And blah, 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 right? And then there's their algorithms for who actually sees your stuff too. But that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Shoot. No, I want 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. No, that's 5. 1, 2, 3. Now this one's even too big. Boop. So that's the thing. Facebook is just your family and your friends, and it's friends. We're friends. You're friends. Twitter is your followers. Instagram's your followers. Anything I ever said. But here's the thing. It's a following. They chose to follow you, right? They chose to look at what your opinion was, stranger. You know, what you're up to, total stranger. Because again, I'm not even counting, oh, I follow you, you know, or you follow me, right? That doesn't count because it's not real, right? That's not a real fan, right? Even though I'm a fan, you know I'm a fan, but you get it, you know? And that's the difference. That's what I realized. It's the difference between Instagram, Twitter, and whatever. You don't like what I'm saying here? Then beat it. You chose to follow me. This is what I do. If you like it, follow. If not, go away. On Facebook, can't you say, then don't be friends with me? You know, can't say that to auntie. Can't say that to mom. Can't say that to some of these folks, because that's what it is. But the disconnect is there. So the disconnect is there, right? And Facebook's old. It ain't growing. The younger people don't use it. They're trying everything they're trying, but it's a bunch of nonsense, right? So Insta's hard to notice a few people coming up from there. Right, genuine strangers, genuine fans of your artwork, you know, fans of your photography. That's who's going to show up from Instagram. Because that's, again, what it is. This marker's done. I'm annoyed. This marker's done. Can't switch markers mid thing here. I got to finish this one window, and then I can try a different marker. Damn it. Should have tapped this marker out 3 marks ago. Oh, it's so dry and painful. Oh my goodness. So the opposite of digital drawing. Oh my goodness, look at it. I mean, whatever, it's going to make it. It would make it look more authentic, but here's the thing. I've changed all these to vectors anyway. So any of this crap will not vectorize and be a little spotty. I just have to fill it in Photoshop. But all right, enough of this marker. You are retired, apparently. Into the junk bin. I have a junk one. You got to keep some of these things. It has another side that has a value to it. But anyway, okay. Throw up the X, Frank. Ah, throw up the X. Boom, we have a real situation. Oh, get him out of here. He's got to go to the back. Where is he? The poor, he's brave enough to try and finish the match. 1, 2, 3. He's out of here. Beat it. Let me tell you, this is my favorite pen. This Pilot Precise. Oh, my goodness. So nice for journal entries. It does smudge a little. So if you're left-handed, you got a lot. You can't use Sharpie. Sharpies bleed and also come out kind of grayish and purplish. But whatever, I'm kind of onto the thin lines anyway. All right, let's get all these thin lines. But what's it called? Get that one. So, you know, again, back to basics. It's just keep the water running. You know, keep the water running. Whatever you do in your life that's just regular and you're going to be doing it, that's what you stream. You know, don't be trying to reinvent anything. So at least I know that much. And, whatever. Again, this is just so fun. Like, I love it. Because I also love talking on the phone. Like, I'm just a sucker. I love talking to people. You know, I love peoples. All right, did you ever hear Conan's bit about pens on his podcast? Not yet. We were talking about Conan's podcast earlier, Ray. Which episode is that? Tell me about it. Don't give it away, though, because I might hear it. I'm kind of going backwards. I was just talking about John Krasinski's episode was so good because it was like he was a brand new, fresh talent off the street with how much he cared about his movie and making a movie and what it was. And he was an intern on Conan, and I couldn't believe it. And they talked all about that story, which is bonkers. So pretty fun. Pretty funny. Pretty inspiring. All right? I highly recommend it if you haven't caught that one yet. But I was binging Conan's podcast the other day. If you haven't listened to the Anchorman podcast, the Ron Burgundy podcast too, get on it. He's an idiot. So funny. He was talking about how he was accidentally at the insurrection, but he didn't realize he just liked screaming in a large crowd. And I get it. That's half of the reason I love wrestling. It's those live events. Most of the Office cast were interns. Were most of the Office cast interns? Really? I did not know that. Really? That's fascinating. I forget what this building looks like, so I'm not going to do any more of that. That's fascinating. I think I knew, what did I think I knew? I don't know. My memory's not what it used to be with the Office. It's one of those things where I watched it so many times that I kind of retired it. It's like, okay, that's enough. Any more would just be inappropriate. You know, I mean, I had that, Parks and Rec, not even on the screen. I had that, Parks and Rec, all that practically on a loop. I'm like, yo, dude, you gotta watch some new content. People are talking about new shows you need to get caught up on, like Breaking Bad or whatever it was at the time. You know? So, makes sense. You gotta not do all that. But now it's been a while. It's been a while since I've watched anything. 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, because I love NBC comedy. 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, and whatever, The Office. They were just on a loop, you know. So I had to be like, all right, that's it. Am we in the shot here? Oh. The thing is also, if I was digitally drawing, my hand wouldn't. You know, it would just be lines appearing. So, I'll figure that out eventually. I'll figure it out. Oh, really? Watching Practical Jokers? Nothing. I did that for a while. We watched some Practical Jokers in this house. My God, I mean, some of that, it's mind-blowing. It's so cringe hilarious, right? I can't believe what people do. You know, they're all like New Yorkers in Jersey and whatever, so they're all just a bunch of douchebags that I get these people. I understand this. You know? Oh, man. Angela was? Oh, that's great. Also on Conan. That's so funny. Who was I going to say? That was my guess. Mindy Kaling was my guess. I just couldn't think of her first name. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Like, this is wildly out of scale, I imagine. Because this would be like the parking garage. But obviously, like, they're not next door to one another. I just got to do different things. Resize them later. And I don't mind all the wiggle lines, because this is a kind of doodly project. Some of this does wiggle on out when I vectorize it all. But honestly, that's what gives my stuff the handwriting a little. At the same time, I'm very precise, so it doesn't quite have all that handwriting. But I do like to sound effects. But I do like that because I'm really precise with my inking, so I'm kind of full of crap about that last statement because everyone thinks that I ink digitally. Everyone thinks I draw digitally because I draw so tight. Like I ink with a brush really tight. You know, I'm not trying to brag, but I wanted to make that a skill. Like I'm some old-timey guy does that sort of thing. Let's look at some tight inks. That's all with a brush, right? Got tight inks. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Ta-da. Look at that. Tight inks. Right? You got to do that. Remember, know what this is? This is, oh, boom. It's a dry hate. Oh, it's Mark Kistler's imagination station. Jukaholic, you know what's going on. That's the spirit. That's kind of what this is. That is exactly what I like to think about, is exactly that. And maybe I should have a more formatted show, all right? But okay, you got to know that, listen, okay? Mark Kistler never looked this good, all right? Happy, freedom, whatever. Is this what you were trying? Kind of. No, I need to work on freelance art. So I'm a freelance cartoonist, right? And from time to time, I get these other projects like this one that you're seeing here, which is me doing this, where I'm doing houses and drawing different things, right? And all that sort of fun stuff. And then, oh, look at this. There's a life model. There's some life drawing. Hang on. Ooh, baby. I won't show you that. Okay. But we're at the point where, boom, right? So this is my one. Yes, this is Pissed Off Panda. Pissed Off Panda is my cartoon character. Boom! Look at him there, right? There he is. So I was talking about inking, and I don't usually ink with a marker. Oh, Aaron, what's the scoop? Give it to me. Give it to me. Or you can give me some love. Here, wait, Aaron. Aaron gets a toot toot. That was the wrong thing. That's a kazoo. Toot toot. Good to see you. Okay? It's a pleasure. Again, still, I haven't changed my outfit. It's 4th of July, right? We're celebrating fun times. Oh, let's get back to some art real quick. So this is my work. Look, here's me drawing some hipster. That's a hipster giraffe. Look at that hipster giraffe. And this elephant that obviously like lives in Brooklyn, right? And then some old lady. This was at a bodega. There's Pissed Off Panda line getting coffee, right? And then there's this guy who's getting a newspaper Big Gulp. That looks like one of the pigeons from the Animaniacs. I got to rework it. But yes, this is my work. So I'm on here drawing from time to time. And then also, I'll play a video game or two, right? Right? Not too bad. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Pig Venus, let's go. All right, hang on. Pissed Off Panda. So his name is Pissed Off Panda. But yes, you have picked up on this thing where I kind of used to name things what they were. Like he doesn't have a name like, Poe the Pissed Off Panda, right? His name is just Pissed Off Panda. Right, so that's his thing. One day I have a story where I might reveal his name, right? There's like a sugar skull. Oh, baby. I should ink that. See, and this is the difference. This is like ink with a pen. You can see the difference. Like pen ink, it's way thinner. Like I hate inking with pens. Look how bad that is. Because I was just like, man, in a mood and just using a pen. Because I was like stuck somewhere just goofing around. And then this is like ink with a brush, right? Punchy's not too bad. I don't know, but see, here's the thing about the rules. That's a good one though. Let me tell you. Look, as far as names are concerned, okay, like as far as names are concerned, Punchy's pretty good, right? I've toyed with this, Aaron, as well. I've toyed with the idea of his name. So here's the thing. So Pig Venus, obviously one of the best. I'll show you him as well. All right. So, like, there he is. So there's Paddleboat. Oh, wait, I got to get back to the art page. There's Paddleboat Panda instead of Steamboat Willie. That's Paddleboat Panda. And then I drew him. I was just in the mood to draw. Here's a bunch of Frankensteins. Where's him doing all different things? This is before Cobra Kai came back, right? So now that's Cobra Kai. Other fun stuff. This is a good pen one because I want him to look wet, right? Pinch. I don't know about Pinch. And the thing about Punchy is you got to think about word association, right? And Punchy makes him sound drunk, right? Punch drunk. Punchy. It's like what you call like a palooka, right? Punch is all. Where's Punch a Fine? Where are you from, Juki? I've not heard that. Here's me with a yo-yo. I'm like a sad. My yo-yo's not working. So where is Pig Venus? There's Mangold. I've got Pig Venus somewhere. Hang on. Yeah, this is all before I even went back to school. Right? Oh, look, speaking of 30, there's Liz Lemon. That was for an art show we were doing. Give me more P names, but you're on. It's like Palooka's no good. I don't know what Pimber means. Where are you from? So here's Pistol Panda in various. That's a Bugs Bunny pose. That's a Bugs Bunny pose. See, I was just doing like famous poses. This is the tattoo. I always just thought he's just such a tight, fine character. That's the tattoo. That's what I wound up getting tattooed on. That's first 15. Pimple? No, he's not having a name like Pimple. I don't know what Puster is, but I have another character named Buster, so that wouldn't work. Right? Here's a fun character I've never figured out. He's a fun Warhammer character. He's like a daredevil. Right? Santa. More animated Santa. This was for a line of stickers for a company. And this one they said he's not animated and like he's very like he's cute, but it's just he's standing there. I'm like, you're right. You're right. So then animated. There we go. They liked that one. A lot more fun. All right, keep giving me guesses. Tummy, Juki, where are you from? I'm guessing he is just standing there. That's why they did not make that one a sticker. And they made this one a sticker. He's marching along. Right? All right, relax. I got it done. The art. I didn't know Juki was an art director. The art director is here. These are other stickers. I love drawing gingerbread men because I could draw flat. All right, there you go. And Santa sits still. People sit on his lap. He's not always moving. There's Pig Venus. There's a cute Pig Venus. Right? Tim, did I ever tell you that Kansas? All right, that's better. Well, welcome. Well, you're not. I'm not even gonna say it. Who's so sick? You're not in Kansas anymore. I bet you're so sick of that catchphrase. All right, there's Pig Venus, right? So, Tim, did I tell you what I've decided to do with Pig Venus? Do you know what Pig Venus's kind of new name is? Did I ever tell you what his new name is? Because I'm family friendly. So, what do? All right. What do being family friendly? So, Pig Venus. All right. Puggle and the Piggo. No. I changed his name because you got to see my face. Pissed Off Panda, right? Pig Be Nice. Boom, right? Pig Be Nice. Get it done. And then later, I'm going to make it a joke that it's pronounced the other way and like make it a joke that eventually like that's his real name. It's pronounced, but they always said it to make him feel better. Pig Be Nice. But that's also, I got to spell it a different way, right? So, right, it's so funny, right? One day randomly thought of it. I also one day randomly thought that I should call Constant Con Constant Convention, because con is slang. No one knows what it is. It also means like a rib or robbing you. Okay, so what about Pippa? Pippa Panda? Pippa the Pistol? No! Oh, Juki, come on! You gotta do better than that. Is Pippa tough? Percy? Listen. All right, you better look up more P names. All right, this is the dregs P names. So you're coming out there strong. Punch is not bad. It fits his attitude. Okay? Let me tell you, if you came up with it right now and it hit, that's how art works. I would just be like, that's it. Like, you might be right. That might be his name. All right? So we got to see it. Keep on guessing. Everyone else can guess too. If you name Pissed Off Panda tonight, it would blow my mind and make my day. All right? And because to kids, I call him P.O. Panda. But, unfortunately, what's Kung Fu Panda's name? His name is Po. Of all the names, right? So, also, I was trying to think of a name that had to be maybe something embarrassing. So, one of the ideas was his name is Francis. Like, his name is Frank. Maybe I do that. That's a fun reveal, right? But I don't want to do that, but that might be a thing. I find out his name is Francis. Maybe that's a middle name. It's a good joke, but that's why I never knew his name. But you know how pandas are often named like Ling Ling and Ping Ping and that sort of stuff. So I was trying to look up, like, what is Pig Venus? Pissed off Percy? Is Percy your middle name? Like Percy Pringle? All right? Is Puggle your middle name? Francis. That's fine. That's the best, right? Because he's embarrassed about it because it's my name, right? And he hates everything, so of course he hates his own name. But that's why, because he knows I would love it so much. That's the joke, is that his name is the same thing. Not that it's like a bad name. That was for Ling Ling, Ping Ping, Po Po, something like that. It has to mean something embarrassing. And that doesn't mean bad. It could mean like Smile Smile or Joy Joy, right? Because he doesn't want that. It's got to be like something embarrassing to him that would translate to that. So that is some of what I'm talking about, right? Is coming up with it that way, where a translation to something like Bing Bong, okay? But even that, can't use Bing Bong. He's a character, all right? That, and it translates to that. And P words a plus, all right? P words are a plus, okay? Purple and puce. Listen, okay, I know we're talking about Santa, and puce juice is probably on your mind, but no, okay, we're not doing that. All right, what about Pinkus, pronounced Pink-us after your great uncle? No, not Pinkus. Not Pinkus, I don't think so. Pinkus, not for panda. Pinkus? No. Because it has to elicit feeling. All right, it has to elicit a feeling. Right? Do you know Pig Venus is also his name? Because at one point Pig Venus was going to be a nickname. Right? Because that was this thing I struggled with for a long time. Does he actually have like a big, you know? Is he really packing the old, right? So I was thinking of naming him, that name's Stinkus. Oh, terrible. Aaron, be nice! Okay. Pless? Where are these names coming from? Juki, I would never. Papa Poos? No. Papa Puce? No. Okay? But I was going to say that Pig Venus's real name was... That's fine. There's no bad ideas in brainstorming, Juki. I'm sorry. I'm coming at you hot. Keep them coming. No bad ideas in brainstorming. Toot Toot. Toot Toot Jukes. Okay? I appreciate all right? These words are amazing. I would never think of any of these words. So that's why it's a good thing. Okay? So, keep them coming. But Pig Venus's other real name was one time I was considering it's going to be Abraham Lincoln. Right? Isn't that gold? Such a good name. That's a good character. Okay? So, all right. Juki, I can't wait to see you. All right? Make sure you bring a bag. Make sure you pick up. Make sure you bring that poop a scoop. All right? Don't be leaving poops all around Kansas. Can't have that. Can't have that. All right? I hope you are back. Hit that follow button so you don't forget. I don't know if you did that yet. In fact, I'm sure you didn't. I hope you do. Mwah. All right, Jukes? Amazing. So anyway, Pig Be Nice was Abraham Lincoln Law, right? All right. Juki's probably going to get the thesaurus. That's probably what's going on. I've been at this. Pistol Panda turns 19 in about 2 weeks. So he turns 19 in 2 weeks. That make you feel old, Tim? But yes, 19. I've had this character for 19 years. All right, and holy crap, we went on for 2.5. Time flies, having fun. Tim is the best. I had such a good time with you. All right, Aaron's now here. Juki joined, but Tim, LP, Soldier, let me get it. Get a toot toot for you. All right, give him a five. That's how good you make me feel. Right? That's the thing. See how a slide whistle is instantly that sound is just like, it's joy, or this sound is like, man, that's the word. Right? That's what you want the name to elicit, right? The name, Pistol Panda's perfect name, alliteration, it's fun. But Juki's right, it's what he is and not, right? Because here's the other reason. Luchador Mouse. That's what he is, not, right? What's his name? It should be blank, the Luchador Mouse. There could be other Luchador Mice, so Luchador Mouse can't just be his name, right? So that is a thing that happens. But, you know, again, do people go Goofy? Well, what's his real name? You know, Daffy Duck. Why is he so daffy? No, it's a cartoon character. That's also part of it. Bugs is barely a name. How did Bugs get the name Bugs? Because that's just an old-timey name. Bugsy? Is that like his full name? What's Bugs Bunny's full name? Right? It must be on a Will song. Okay? Tenoshi? Now what is Tenoshi? What's Tenoshi? What is Tenoshi? Alright? Because I'm sure it must translate to something. It means pleasant. So Pleasant Pan. That's pleasant is good. I like that. I like that. It's so funny. See, and here's what I immediately go to write it down. So you never know. You never know. Right? Let's go toward the back. Let's go toward the back. Let me go find a pissed off panda picture. All right, I got one somewhere. Way to call me out. I love that Discord is spelled wrong. That was not on purpose. What an idiot. There he is. So, do. Boop. Here, let's just. I'm running over the microphone. Problem with wires. Running over the cord. You know, when I'm doing this, I probably should just do, like, add a camera. Right? You know what? Hang on. Let's go to the gaming setup. Is that the camera? Hang on. Copy. Doodly do. Can I just put it in? Paste a duplicate. Paste a reference. There I am. Ah! Control Z. I lock all my layers down. Bird's eye, done. Event locked. I think I'm good. Where do I go? Hello? Looking good. If I go over here, though, I'm far away and still not on the camera, unless I move the camera now. But at least now I can just blibbity blib and then go, hello. All right? Because I hate when I'm talking and you can't see me. All right? But that's pretty fun. All right? Actually, wait, there's a whole page here dedicated to this. Because I've tried to do this for 19 years. Right? Okay, so look. This page is all of the opposites of us. This is like my bizarro universe, right? Where this is, and not there's a few differences, okay? Because there's this bizarro one, because it's not. Where's my bizarro? All right, this is not bizarro, all right? Because Pissed Red Panda is not bizarro, right? Where's bizarro? Hang on. Oh. Let's find it. Like that. Here's a fun Michelangelo, right? Oh look, here's a cute one. There's Pig Venus enjoying an adorable meal. Right? Oh, adorable. Right? So there's that. I know this one. I think it's early on. I believe it's in this one. Look. Here, Tim, you'll love all this. Look at this. This is Wilkie ripping his suit off like Hulk Hogan, but he's got another suit underneath it. Isn't that amazing? That was when he was going to be my sidekick for my talk show podcast thing that I did one time. Right? Da. Okay, here's Bizarro stuff. Right? And I don't know their names. This is Bizarro. So there's Bizarro me, where look how handsome with my beautiful chin and a full luxurious head of hair. Okay? I already have a character named Buster. I'll show you Buster. All right, Juki, I'll show you Buster. Buster's next. So I do this other thing around here where I've taken my business. I'll show you how I'll show you Buster. Hang on. We won't even go in my sketchbook. Right? Ah, yeah, well, he's cute over here. Do I have another drawing of him? Let's go. Where's a full inked illustration of Buster? Further? I guess it's further back. Hang on with it. Hold on there. There he is. Okay, look. So I bought a night. Oh, wait. First, okay, I'm doing too many things. This is opposite stuff. Okay? This is opposite stuff. Let me mark all my pages. There we go. So there's me, hilarious, right? Now, look how terrified Pistol Panda's terrified. That's just Pistol Panda. He's just terrified at this very, I think, what is this? Is that, no, it's not inverse panda, because I have him too, where the white is black and the black is white. Terrifying. All right, this is, I think, Pleasant Panda. This might be Pleasant Panda, actually. So that might be Pleasant Panda. All right, Pistol's a good name. That might be too good. Okay, that might be too good. Damn, good thinking, Juki. All right, and then you can see there's Pig Venus, terrified, right, and standing straight up. Always a little pun in there. Stiff as a board, right? Right, and then because that's the opposite of Pig Venus, because he's all cute and super adorable. He's naive. Pig Venus is adorable, naive, very cute, all that sort of thing, non-offensive. Okay, and then that's like this horrible, right? Pleasant has the shorts and Pistol has the shirt. Okay, there you go. So funny. Okay, Piggo. So that is the inverse, like that's Bizarro World version. Damn it, I marked the wrong pages. All right, this one. All right, so hang on. This is Buster. So Buster is my comic book mobile. All right, so I bought a 1969 VW bus. I drive it around and I do all this fun stuff. So that's Buster, right? It's really made the catchphrase "Toot Toot" make a lot more sense, by the way. There's cute Buster. I'm going to put big glasses on it, right? So Buster the bus, that one's done. So there you go. All right, that one's easy. But now I'll tell you what. Let's go surfing. Let's go surfing. You want to surf with me for a little bit? Let's go surfing. All right, here's what we're going to do. Let's hope this all works. Just give me a new tab. Not close. I'm not a fan of this. All right, there we go. The comic book mobile.com. Please work. Oh, look at this guy. Boom! There's your boy. It's even a little animated. Toot Toot floats on in there as you scroll. So as you scroll, things get a little fancy. Things get good looking. All right? There you go. Oh, boom! An inspirational art party driven right to your front door. Teaching kids how to be an original individual, embrace their own identity. Identity is very important. Okay? So, a dog is chewing your shoelaces. That dog, well, at least he's not pooping on them. We know that's for sure, because he's all done. All right? Providing enrichment and coping skills using art, education, comics, and fun. Oh, here's me on old news. I'm kind of a clown. Kind of. Okay? I just don't wear the face makeup. But sometimes I do wear different face makeup. It's just not clown makeup. Okay? So I am kind of a clown. Isn't that fun? So yes. All right? No hate. Good. I agree. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right? Here's some quotes from people in the town, right? Trying to get booked. Invite the comic book mobile to your thing. Book it, right? That takes you to the book it page if the links work. I don't think the links work. Why is the link not working? Book it. Book it. All right. Looks like I got to go re-link links. What's this do? Book it. That one did connect. So there you go. Kids comic art class, online class I was trying to do for $10, but everybody was doing online stuff. It was very difficult. All right, I got a few. I personalized one-on-one art classes, just tutoring, right? Right? Yes, booking it for kids and kids of all ages, but kids specifically. All right, personalized mini movies and messages, and Artists Alley Academy for entrepreneurs. So this is, if you want to learn how to do Comic-Cons for $100, I have a 90-minute course on doing Comic-Cons, right? And even that is far too low. Goodness. I can do a masterclass. So you could just donate money to it, apparently. Right? That's like buying it for a school. You can just throw me some money. Home events. Oh, cancel, cancel, canceled. I should change all this soon because I'm uncanceling everything very soon. All right, let's go to the events page. There's a corn. Look at that. This is me at the 4th of July. We always host the 4th of July usually for the town of War Valley. All right, here's me with with my American flag cape on. Mega Mania. This kid is eating my eggplants here and eating things. There's Frick having a good time. Contact us. 4th of July show. Return of the Mermaids. That's Captain Oblivious of the SS Ridiculous. Okay. I have gone to New York Comic Con, Philadelphia Comic Con, a lot of I'm at Tucson Comic Con, right? So I got to do all that. Not made it to Kansas yet, but I usually do. I set up a booth. I don't do Artist Alley much, but I am an independent artist, right? So here's the origin. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. I love. You can't tell. This is all in black and white. This is the only thing. All right. So there you go. Meet your new BFF. Your best Frank forever. Lifelong cartoonist. I open an art gallery for cartooning. There I go. Focus on community events. You can go watch these videos as well on YouTube. All right. There's Talia. She's the best. Been helping me do this since day one. All right. I like to party. We've been doing this. Talented friends. There's Frick. Book it. And all this stuff. So there's a fun website. There's Frick. All right. There you go. So that's everything we do with the comic book mobile and all that fun stuff. So I don't know. I got to figure it out. Tim, actually, I'm in talks with somebody on Long Island to do. Thank you very, very much, Juki. So I might try to do a month-long stint on Long Island. All right, and what's called, so I can come there and get gigs there, but also do something at the Eternal Con. Is that in Long Island? Is Eternal Con Long Island? That's too big. That's a different one. No, there's some sort. Is it Eternal? Okay, thank you. Right, it's a bus. All right, so that's the thing about a VW bus. People wave at you. Okay, so yes, it's Eternal Con. Okay, so I know some of the people do Eternal Con. Okay, and that's the thing. Like, if I go there for Eternal Con, promote at Eternal Con for 3 days, real hard, that book the comic book mobile. It's gonna be coming to town around whatever, April, May, whatever, probably WrestleMania season, right? And then I book all those bookings so that when I come to town, boom, I'm there and I can do work, right? And go ahead, Juki, ask whatever you would like. I believe I used AMA as a tag, so I'm beholden to it. So I might come there, book it for a month out, right? Talk to the people for Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Okay, even that. So not just to have the bus there at the cons, that to me isn't even as important. Good to promote it, easier to promote it, but to just promote the event and then book it. Now there might also be go to an event in whatever time, right? And then plan on being back at this event and also all the bookings. And then at that event, take bookings for the next thing. So I can boop, 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 right? Maybe I get to come to New York a couple of months out of the year and I'm doing my business, right? That's all it's not hard. And if I book it in advance, right? Because for bar mitzvahs and anything like that, all that thing, birthdays, sweet 16s, Long Island, they'll pay $10,000 for something like this. Whereas out here in Tucson, they're like, oh, $200. That seems like a lot. So it's hard, but I want to figure that aspect of things out. I know some people in the school districts of Long Island, so there's that too. Where I do get booked for schools, not just private birthdays and things of that nature. But that's the idea. That's the idea. And it's imagine I get 10 bookings at 1,000, right? So I'm going to come visit for a month. I get 10 bookings at 1,000. I got $10,000. Everyone's afraid of me driving the bus home back to New York, as if it won't make it or it's not smart. So it would be okay, well, what if I tow it, or what if I ship it? Shipping it would be $2,000. Well, if you're going somewhere to make $10,000, and you just count $2,000 to shipping as part of it, then who cares? You're making $8,000. Not a bad day, not a bad month's work. So there's a lot to think about, a lot to figure out, and obviously another year has to pass, okay? But, so, if you had met and pusher, right, okay? I usually know about a book bus that is a school thing. If you had that and was able to push that writing and art, right, exactly. Like, that's the idea. Plus, teaching kids is fun. Teaching kids how to draw is fun. I got to teach college, okay? And that's fun. And I'm really trying to teach them how to be creative, how to not be bullied, how to believe in themselves, believe in their own identity. And by the way, identity, as I'm remembering the point of that, it's not always about, like, sexual identity and gender identity and all of that. Some of it is, like, I really thought I was going to grow out of this, okay? Like, and as I got older, I'm like, well, I guess I'm just a clown. Like, it's rubber chickens and whoopee cushions for me, you know? And I'm just this way. And I did used to think I'm going to grow out of it. Like, and really was waiting for that at some point. Like, what is wrong with me? As if something was wrong with me, which is the same problem that anybody that's having an identity problem has, right? So it's ridiculous. May I ask, what is the first thing you would choose to teach a bunch of kiddos? So what I teach kiddos is essentially like I teach them basic drawing mostly, right? So I'll do it for you right here because I can do my whole shtick. Like I know how I do a whole class routine. I use the keyhole characters that you're seeing now, but I also do like the way that I demonstrate how all cartooning is, you know, I have all this paper. How all this cartooning, and I'm out of paper here, except for, no, I got some. All right, so also, you are not crapping up. Listen to me, how dare you? Don't you talk that way about my new friend Juki, how dare you? You're not crumbing up the stream, you're adding far much more to the stream. Are you kidding me? It's the best. That's how it works. Screw my camera. Now you can see studio lights. There we go. All right, this is the best. So I'll show you what I do. So I walk in and I play the hits. All right, one of the things that you teach kids, and the main thing, and this is kids or adults, anyone that does not know how to draw, this is my pencil sharpener. It's the greatest thing ever. Okay. Switch cameras, bird's eye, get it done. All right, wrong nostril. There you go. I sharpen this thing. So, and I'll use a number 4. Actually, I'm not going to use my sketchbook because this is done. All right, because I'm going to do this quick, right? So here's the first thing I teach kids is that everything is just shapes. And this is teaching anybody, right? But by college, I got to know this, right? So look, here is an oval, right? Like an egg. Okay, so here is now, you draw another egg next to that egg. Then we draw another oval, right? Now, we're going to draw a line across. That's just one line. Oh, and now, a little half circle and a half circle. And already, some people can start to figure out what it is. Now, modern kids, they don't all know this character. Okay? But some of them do. Right? And then you go, and then I do this. And that's just a V, and then I do this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right? Now, these shapes are kind of weird. All right? I do that, I do that. Whoop, whoop. All right? And then there you go. And usually, kids are pretty blown away by that sort of thing. Right? And it doesn't really matter what age. All right? And this isn't even my best because his face is a little too big. Okay? He loves lasagna. It's the truth. That's right. Garfield is probably Garfield's one of my favorite cartoon characters of all time. All right? So there's that. And the way I also get this point across about shapes and line and then having a unique silhouette, right? Because that's what shapes are and what they do. Okay? So I always do this joke too. I'm like, okay, so let's talk about shapes. Like, what's this shape? I draw a triangle. What's this shape? I draw another one. Then I draw a circle, right? I draw a circle and I go, okay, so what does that mean this shape is? I just take 3 circles. And then everybody shouts out, "Oh, it's Mickey Mouse." I go, "That's just a lawsuit. That's not what no one say I did that." Everybody usually laughs at that joke. But then I go, I'll show you how shapes work and how a simple line works and why you want your characters to have distinct shapes right? So that they stand out and people could understand who they would be if it was all a silhouette, right? If it was all just one black color, okay? So with Pissed Off Panda, you can see one day, and I was doing this on a different stream, I was explaining how old Pissed Off Panda used to look, all right? See this, where he's rounder. He's got these ears that do this, right? Bring it a little close. Those ears that do that, right? Bigger, rounder stuff, round and round, right? Later, as he evolved, because you want your character to kind of represent his attitude, everything's pointy, everything's sharp. It's a little more abstract. Even his ears don't have to connect, kind of. They come right to these points. Like, what does that even mean? It's weird, right? But it's not, because it's cartoony. It doesn't matter. So that's how that works, right? Is that he's evolved so that he's sharper. I added things to make him a little sharper and a little meaner looking, right? Because that's what it is. That's what represents the character. But what it used to be is essentially just a fishbowl, right? Just a fishbowl, but now I've made the fishbowl sharpened on his cheeks, right? And then an oval, right? Little rectangle, and then a line, half circle, like that would just be a circle, right? I usually put the two little extra means, right? Do-do. Do-do. Right? There you go. Do-do-do-do. Right, exactly. So there you go. Just like exactly. You want to identify him by silhouette. So I usually do that whole, I give that whole spiel before I even do the Garfield thing. Right? And I do this, and they understand this. Okay, yes, hard lines, exactly. Right? So then I do this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to show you how lines can do things, right? So let's look at this shape, right? Okay, that's a shape. Now I'm going to do this shape, right? Interesting shape. And now I'm going to do this shape. And now I'm going to do this shape, right? And now let's see what happens when we do that. Go around. That counts as two of them. And then add two more of these little loops. Look what is there. And the kids go, oh my goodness, that's The Simpsons, right? And that is why on The Simpsons are so abstract. Another character can just have regular hair, right? Remember, they're considered like they're blonde, right? But they just have these weird heads. And some of the older characters might still have some of these weird shapes, but all the other characters, doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter. They just draw characters. They make them look more like people, like celebrities, regular hair, okay? But The Simpsons are completely abstract because they stand out more. And again, so are the other original characters. Like Mr. Burns will stand, like his silhouette will stand out too. You know, it's just that. It's like a vulture, right? But whatever, like you get it, right? So that's the thing. Smithers, like they have those unique hairs. Those early characters have those unique line shapes. Smithers' hair, like things like that, that make the silhouette stand out. Okay? So that's what it is. But Maggie craps on it. That's what it is. That takes care of 2K. So, you know, like that's what it is. And what do you mean? Maggie doesn't crap on that? Not at all. Maggie has the same style of hair, so same character. But remember, Maggie would be smaller next to this character anyway. And her unique shape is still that of her little wiggle. You know, of her little wiggle, not Lisa's dress, which is that. You know, so that's what it is. Like Maggie still counts. You know, Maggie still counts because she's just got her little, you know, burrito body and that head. So with the other characters, it'll be sized so you'd know. And then on its own, you'd recognize it because it has this part, right? So you'd recognize Lisa alone. So that is what it is, okay? So that's what it is. Marge isn't fine with that family. Doesn't fit in, maybe, you mean? I don't know. We'll see. I think she does a little. Remember, Marge is, she's not the brightest bulb in the box. And you can't look at continuity too much, especially with these Simpsons. Please, let continuity go, folks. Okay? The Simpsons every few years do, oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. We grew up in the 60s. Then it was the 70s. Then they grew up in the 80s. Then they grew up in the 90s. Now they've grown up in the 2000s. And Bart even goes, the 90s? Never heard of it. Right? So fun. So, there you go. So there's some fun drawing lessons or drawings here on a fun Best Frank Forever live stream talking about drawing. I love it. This was excellent. It makes my day. Makes my day. Right? That's the point. And I'll tell you, maybe that's even some of the thing too, as far as going back to something we were talking about earlier, like Twitch streams and whatever. Like maybe as people are even shopping around on a Twitch stream, you know, because I don't know. Yes, you could. They have different bodies. Oh, lemon. Okay. Hey. Now we have to go prove Juki wrong. I don't like to do it, but this is the things we got to do now because it's the internet, so we have to have a debate. Okay, that's what it is. Let's go. The Simpsons silhouette. Boom. Okay. Images. Okay. So, if you can't tell me that this is Maggie Simpson, right? Right? And yeah, maybe you might have a tough time there, kind of, but if you're only seeing them from the shoulder up. We're kind of talking about full body. So, here's Lisa Simpson. Here's Maggie Simpson. I'm not going to use the one where they're on a couch or something, whatever that is. So, don't tell me, even the pearls will give it away. Don't tell me that you cannot tell the difference between Lisa and Maggie Simpson. All right, here they even all are. They're looking. Right? There they all are. Those are very different shapes. Okay? So there's all your Simpsons characters. Most of them. And most of them you can tell, pretty identifiable. But some of them do fade on in as to where it's like, you know, not the most recognizable thing. You know, I know that's, it's Carl, but would you know it? Right? There's Smithers Head, so you know that. Kang, obviously, and Kodos. Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos. So, okay, yeah, don't die on that hill since I've just proved you wrong. Okay? Juki, don't die on that hill. It's not worth it. Okay? When he shared the family. Well, he didn't have what in mind? Matt didn't have what in mind when he shared the family. There were still 5 of them. Maggie was there. There was still Maggie. That's all there is to it. Huh. Da 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 da. Because even that, you're gonna design the rest of Krusty. Is it? All those early characters are that. Okay. Remember, Carl doesn't really come into prominence much. Okay. Like that's because they're twins. Don't try to get. Oh, I don't even have to do that. Don't try to get me with your nonsensical twin logic. Okay. One of them be holding Jub Jub. All right. Yes, when 2 characters are the same exact shape and only color is the difference. You are correct, Juki. You win the pony, okay? You get a 2-2, you've done it, okay? You've done it. All right, well done. Well done. Hoisted by my own petard, okay? So there you go. That's all you're saying. Ridiculous. 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 Way out of line. Way out of line. Anywho, what am I doing? Back to, I'll tell you some what I'm doing. I'm starving. You know, for 4th of July, I did not overeat. I really didn't eat a damn thing. I had a peanut butter and jelly Uncrustable with Tim. It was delightful, but not the most filling. It seemed way thinner. This is not the same. Is this the one I was using? This one. This one. Let's go. Don't screw around me. Oh! That's what happened. You see that right there? Now this is an 02. You put the wrong cap on it. You're going to get fooled into thinking it's an 8. Grab the all right. Do 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 do. Oh, Juki, don't give me that what about nonsense. Okay. Obviously, 99% of the time, you know, even human beings are pretty different looking from one another. But every once in a while, you do get 1, 2, or 3 that look alike. So yes, sounds like you're trying to die on that hill. Don't give me any more of that actually nonsense. I don't want to hear it. But a good design character will... Thank you, Timothy. LP. My man. My man. Okay? That is exactly true. So unless they aren't identical twins, yep, they will have different silhouette shapes when designing a character. The end. I just don't want to get into a fight on the internet, all right? What I'm saying is that a silhouette is a good way to say that, yes, that's what we're all saying, Juki. I'll tell you, because I was ready. I was ready. Okay? I don't like to get violent. Right? I am not a violent man. Where's my remote control? I can't find it. I need to find a remote. I'll ring the bell. I didn't come out here just to don't. Oh, you better put your dukes up. I'm ready for a fight on the internet there. Ready, let's go. With these feet, you can't even, they're so quick. They're so quick. Look at that. You wouldn't even catch me if you tried. You wouldn't even catch me if you tried. Right? You'd think it was a silhouette because it'd be lights out for you. I forgive you. We're not fighting. It's true. Okay? It's true. I will say you are correct. We were both saying the same thing. We're both correct. Let's just agree to agree. We don't even need to agree to disagree. Anybody? No? Let's agree to agree. All right? You know what I don't understand? Well, I guess I do. I guess when people say, oh, the gloves are off, because now, like, fists hurt more? I don't know. Okay? Do you think... So wait, Juki, hang on. Juki coming in with the big opinion. Judging Matt Groening, saying that Maggie should have a different hairstyle because Matt Groening just apparently dropped the ball that day. He was like, you know what? This probably ain't gonna work. Who cares? I'll do this for a year and then it'll fail and then I'll pitch Life in Hell. All right, that's what I really want to do. So he's like, I'll just do that. I'm not gonna name these. I'll name them after my own family. Forget it. Oh, there's a third one. What's an anagram for brat? Bart. All right. Bort? No, Bart. All right. That is what it is. That is what it is. All right. My goodness. His buddies and his rabbit with one. Exactly. All right. So, what can I say? I think that Matt Groening, you're right. Lazy, doesn't care about cartoon characters, doesn't care about art. All right. Etch it in stone. It was said here. Juki said it. My God. What can you say? I want to get something. Hang on. Because I'll get something we can all enjoy together. So lazy, that Matt Groening. I'm going to go get something we can all enjoy together. I'll be 20 seconds. All right? I'll be 20 seconds. I'll even maybe shout the whole time. So you know I'm not far. I'm not that far. I'm just over here getting something very important to look at. And another thing I thought of over here. Oh! Funny bone. Let's look at the lazy work of Matt Groening. Oh! The worst cartoonist ever. Lazy cartoonist. All right? Didn't even barely redesign Bender, just made it look like Homer. Even when he had another show, he's like, meh, the heck with it. So this book here, right? Boom, is a legend. This book's a legend. Look at it. All right? When this book came out, I bought 5 of them for all of my friends. I bought one for every friend that did art because I'm like, this is the best. Right? Look, it's gorgeous. Tips and secrets from the pros. Oh, look, here's from your pal, Lazy Matt Groening. Okay? So look, he's been a drawer of curves and ovals and squiggly lines for as long as he can remember. See, curves, ovals, squiggly lines, right? You can pinpoint the moment when my fate as a lifelong compulsive doodler was seated. The first day of the first grade. I always say that I've known I've wanted to be a cartoonist since second grade. Right? So pretty good. That's when I began to draw and draw and draw and draw, whatever would surface, and all this other stuff. Eventually, those crude grade school scribbles, more polished and refined, resulting in the crude grown-up cartoon powerhouse we all love and worship, The Simpsons. There it is. Okay? Blah, blah. I might want to know about my thing again. I am! My microphone is all caught on the chair. There we go. All right? This is fantastic. Okay? Oh, my micro... I did it again. Get out of there. Just trying to run up. Oh, and it's caught on this, too? No wonder I'm all tangled. Ridiculous. I'm going to run over. I'm gonna cut one of these cords one day. It's going to suck. All right? So, look at this. All right? The family. There's Homer. Look, and it comes with this. Oh, my goodness. You love it. Right? This is what I always remember. They describe Homer as like it's like teacups. Right? His arm is 3 teacups. Like, isn't that fascinating? See, it's all just shapes, weird shapes. He's a light bulb. Okay? Yo, this book's fantastic. Yo, you might be able to find this book. Let's look on Amazon right now, Tim. Hang on. Oh, good. Josh checked it out. Amazon. It's a race. The Simpsons handbook. Boom. Well, hang on. It's there. Okay, one place has it for $53. Ooh! Look at that. Good Lord. Someone's trying to sell that for $240. There's only 2 on Amazon. And that one person's really trying to undercut the other one. Oh, I gotta get this. I should get this. Bart Simpson's Guide to Life. I might go buy Bart Simpson's Guide to Life. Okay? Yeah, I bought one of these. I bought one for Wilkie, John. I wish I had known you at the time. I might not. Maybe we weren't hanging out. I don't know. All right? But, kaboom. You know? Kaboom. There's all those expressions. These are great. It says what you got to do with your cartoons, right? You just got to put them in poses, turn around, Homer, turn around, right? So good. Plus, you never know. You might be able to find this book digitally now somewhere. Right? A show of hands and feet. Right? These books are good. There's Marge, right? Distinct shapes. Sure, the towering hairdo is intimidating, but let's relax, take a deep breath, and begin with Marge's head. Right? You gotta draw through your character. Let's get to what they say about. There's Maggie's a prop. Marge hand. There's Bart. A lot of good Bart drawings. A lot of good Bart references. A lot of good little tricks that they tell you about certain parts. Okay. Oh, really? You have one? I love books like this too. Like For Short. Look at that. It's excellent. All right. You got to think about it like that. Look at that Bart. Right. All right. Now we're gonna get over to Miss Lisa Simpson. All right. Now. We'll get right to the point. 8 points with Lisa's head. So there's already one thing. There's cute Lisa doing her thing. I picked up this book the other day just to kind of doodle something out of it. All right, what did I do? I doodled Lisa. And of all the things, I picked Lisa. It's like, because I just want to draw something, whatever. There it is. I drew that. I drew that Lisa. There you go. Oh, where is she? Top right. There she is. I drew that Lisa Simpson. Oh, hooray. Yay. So, let's get to it. That was, okay. Now that there you go. So that's what they say. Now that you have Lisa down pat, it'll be a snap to draw Maggie. That's what they say right in the book. All right? So there you go. As you would expect by now, we'll start with Maggie's head. Hand circle, start with a donut. Oh, smart. Add eye and ears, bop, 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 bop. Okay, block in her pacifier and add the hair circle. The hair circle is not concentric with the head and the eye. Block in Maggie's hair. You can also, so complicated. Deep hair point should go. Maggie has 8 points of hair. They're not in the same arrangement as Lisa's. See if you can spot the difference. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It is a unique shape. We just did not realize it, that there is a difference between Maggie and Lisa. Right? I mean, I don't know what it is. Looks like, I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It just looks like Maggie's starts a little like she's got the point up at the top of her head. I think that's some of it. Whereas Lisa, oh, you can't see this. Okay? So Lisa, all right, it says, see if you can spot the difference. Like, there's a difference. They're telling you there's a difference. Right? I think it might be that Maggie, yep, that's what it is. So Maggie's head has a point right at the top of her eyes, above her eyes, right? Lisa's head does not. Okay, she's like in a dip. It kind of does there, but over here it doesn't, right? So you can see it's more like this point would be here. It's like everything's pushed back a little bit on Maggie. We've discovered a difference right here in this book. Well done, everyone. Well done. Oh, look, and you can see Maggie with her regular legs, which you never really see ever. There's all regular legs, Maggie. What do you say there, regular legs Johnson? I don't know that, baby legs. Okay. Ah, there it is. I like that picture of Maggie looking straight forward. That's really good. Guilty of shooting Mr. Burns. That's right. They kind of retcon that several times. There's one time when Homer says something about blah 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 since framing Maggie for shooting Mr. Burns, like something like that. Like he does drop that. You know. By the way, so you know what I thought? You know what I thought would be something. Tim, maybe you'll appreciate this. And I don't know if it's a last episode, but it would be great. It would be great if somehow, maybe his last episode, somehow, Principal Skinner / Armin Tamzarian, okay? Remember that debacle? Season 9, episode 3, 2, all right? Where Principal Skinner, we reveal he's not Principal Skinner, right? He's Armin Tamzarian, the worst thing that happened, and that's when the Simpsons like, yikes. Okay? What if they do an episode that's not a throwaway joke? Because one time later, they did a joke like this. Okay? I'll tell you, there's a worse episode right before that one, there's a worse episode before that one. The one where they meet U2. It is such a betrayal. Homer's just abusive. It's such pandering. Okay? It's such pandering to U2 and that it's a disgrace. And I think it happens, it's either the season premiere or the second episode, and then Armin Tamzarian's third episode. Right? Or it might be after that one. But it was awful. So I just did a rewatch of The Simpsons. Up to season 19. Alright? And yes, it falls off, especially after season 11. Specifically. But Armin Tamzarian, right? So one time they do this joke with Snowball 2. Snowball 2 dies, so they get a new cat. Snowball 3 dies. 4, 5, 6, 7, and they do 8. By the end of the episode, it's like, let's just name you Snowball 2 for the sake of blah, blah, blah. And then Principal Skinner shows up and he says, that's kind of a cop-out, if you ask me. And then Lisa goes, oh, I don't know, what do you think about that, Armand, or something like that, and calls him basically Armin Tamzarian. And he goes, carry on. So they bring it up one other time, right? Okay? What if it's the last episode of The Simpsons, or just a later one, that someone thinks of this good idea, that Principal Skinner comes back because what that really was, somehow, we've got to turn it around somehow. All right? I don't know how you do it. A prank that Bart pulled. Okay? That, of course, it's always been Principal Skinner, right? This was some sort of prank that Bart had pulled and got away with it for this whole time. And of course, he's Principal Skinner, right? And just some joke that Bart's behind it, and of course, this is Principal Skinner. I don't know how, because Right. I don't know how, because again, Principal Skinner says all this stuff. So he'd kind of have to be in on this prank, right? As would some other, I guess maybe the mom might have to be, or they could make the joke about like, oh, and of course Agnes must have been in on it too, because she wouldn't really abandon her son. And then she's like, yeah, I knew. Of course, I'd like the joke. She of course didn't know, right? Something where it can only be, and maybe it's something to get away with something with Superintendent Chalmers. Maybe it's Principal Skinner's in a jam, and he's got to get out of it or do something, because otherwise, I could probably switch to talk. Otherwise, like he's going to get in trouble with Super Nintendo Chalmers, right? So he asks Bart for help, and they concoct this whole scheme to somehow alleviate something, and we'll just never speak of this again. Because Simpson and Bart and Seymour actually have this, they get along. There's certain points where they are arch nemesis, and there's other parts where they're like, respect each other or have this rivalry or just knowing that Bart's this way, it's fine. Okay? But, yeah. I just saw Darman Tamzarian. I don't know where you post things like this so that they go viral. I don't know where the depository for that sort of thing is. But my solution to Armin Tamzarian is that it's Principal Skinner was in a jam and needed an excuse, so Bart came up with this elaborate prank. That was an actor that played the real Principal Skinner, and it's him trying to get out of trouble so that he doesn't lose his job or something because of Super Nintendo Challenge. Something else. Boom, done. All right? Let the writers flesh out the rest. That's the premise. Here you go. Okay? So, I think it's pretty funny, and it would be great. Right? Like, maybe even some other weird revelations. See, pretty good, right? Wouldn't that be a good one? Wouldn't that be good? And they dismiss it, and they can even make the fourth wall breaking jokes. They're like, yeah, I didn't think I'd get away with it for this long, because remember, time has not passed in The Simpsons, really. Sometimes they've made that joke, and it makes no sense. Where someone said something that's like, oh, I've only been doing that for the past 10 years. And it's like, 10 years cannot have passed. Because Bart is 10. But they've sometimes written it accidentally, where they will use the real time in which, I haven't traveled to New York in 10 years. Like Homer said that in reference to the New York episode, right? But that's not when that would have actually been happening, because Bart was already 10, and he's also 10 at that moment. So they got to be vaguer with the time. But other than that solves Armin Tamzarian. The Simpsons is safe. Boo-boo! I should make this a separate video and post it. Here's how you save. Here's one way to save The Simpsons. All right? And then do another way. Because The Simpsons are also a very different entity. Right? Because, what are they doing on the Halloween specials? It's Marge sitting in front of a curtain talking to us, breaking the fourth wall. They're aware that they're on a television show in a way. There's the Behind the Laughter episode where it's almost as if this show was a reality show. But they're all a real family. But they are where they're on TV and it's a reality show. Like, they kind of did that. They're very odd characters. The way that people would like to say things like Deadpool superpowers breaking the fourth wall, Ambush Bug Nose is in a comic, right? Like, it's a superpower. Cartoons are always kind of relatively aware that there's, let's look at the camera and look at the audience and then look back. Bugs Bunny too. Like, you can break the fourth wall. The Simpsons certainly do that plenty. But then there's obviously a few jokes that they can make that would be like him being like, yeah, it feels like a long time, yeah, I didn't think it would last this long. And like look at a calendar and be like, make a joke about the calendar being in this spring, because it couldn't possibly be 10, 18, 20 years. However many years it's been. Oh, anyway. That's how I save The Simpsons. I should make one of those essays. One of those essay documentaries. So one of the things I was thinking of doing for a drawing stream was doing this book, was making elaborate, so think of this there, LP. Oh, you gotta go? Okay, well, think of this last thing before you go. real quick, because it's late over there. Thanks for hanging out, man. It was the best. I really appreciate it. Okay? I'm definitely going to watch you do some streams, because this was great. But anyway, wait a minute. What is this casual nonsense? Like I got something to say. Hang on, hold on, hang on. Oh, that means good game? Oh, okay, I thought I meant gotta go. Okay? Again, shows what I am. I'm some old man. All right? I thought that meant G to G, got to go, that sort of thing. All right, good game. Sweet. What I was thinking of doing as a drawing project was using this. I need to learn the vernacular. Using this book just to, like, not create images. I don't want to create, like, new images of The Simpsons. I want to use iconic poses and iconic moments and iconic things from this, like, you know, like from The Simpsons, right? But specifically, like you know, that compa guy, the classic compa guy. Right? So I don't want to like invent new poses or let's dress compa guy up like this or come up with things, right? What I want to do is perhaps it's like I would pick an episode, like, and again, I'd have the classics, you know, like the monorail, okay? Like the monorail, right? You pick the monorail one, and then go look at that episode and just draw certain moments from that episode. Like the reason I thought of it here was because, like, I call the big one Bitey, like when he sees the possums in the monorail, draw them, draw Spock beaming away, draw in a weird shape and just overlap them, you know, and just draw all of these specific characters from that episode. Like it's only from that episode, right? And I think that might be a fun drawing thing. Like today we're drawing episode whatever, the monorail. And I just draw and it's a big collage. It just ends up being a big collage. And that's what it is. And, right, wouldn't that be fun? And again, it's low thought, you know, because I can draw what I can see. So it's like, I don't want to like just make things, it's like, and I don't like fan art, but I'm like, you know, this is an interesting way to do stuff, right? And again, if it goes digital or not, it's even easier. So I can just trace that crap. That's what people do. They're a whole bunch of traces when they digital. But sit there and pick an episode and draw like just a montage collage of that episode. There'd be enough. There's a celebrity guest, there's that. You know, it'd be fun to do kooky different things with the shapes, whether you draw like, imagine it's, you draw like, you know, we've seen a lot of weird graffiti and weird cool Simpsons art, especially. You know, and even if you did like, you draw on certain parts of it, imagine you draw like a big Homer head. Like if it's the Mr. Sparkle episode, you draw that real big, but then in his eyes, you draw other things from that episode, like in the eyes. Don't just draw Mr. Sparkle. I think get really psychedelic, but probably let's just draw the things. But wouldn't it be really funny to do? That might be a drawing project I do one day. So we'll see. But drawing an episode of The Simpsons. So I also think maybe one of the things for these streams too is like, you know, I don't know, right, Fat Homer one, that one, I would need a canvas as big as the floor. How many things are from that episode? It's absurd. Like it's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous. All the Halloweens, ridiculous. You know? Like, right, everything, that's the point. Everything from that episode would be in it, especially the drinking bird. Okay? That's ridiculous. But right? And the characters in the water, yes, exactly. You know? And I'll get the computer screen in there. YES. Bench radioactive gas. YES. So that, and the characters in the water, that's nuts. That's psychedelic, yeah. That's nuts. See? Art. Boom. Tim, come on. Like, get it done. Are you kidding? Look how cool that is. So that's fun. You know, so we'll do some of those. Maybe I'll do one of those. I just got to get past my freelance work. Like, that's it. But it would be really good to, like, still do these art streams. And it would be good to do a Pissed Off Panda stream. Like, every week, you just do a Pissed Off Panda one. Let's try to do a full Pissed Off Panda drawing to completion. And do Pissed Off Panda hates, blah, whatever it is this week. And just do a full illustration. Just do a full illustration. It's been so long. You know? I got bits. I got bits and pieces here and there. Bits and pieces. So it'd be nice to get more of this stuff in order. Just got to finish my projects. Finish my projects, that's all. Speaking of, I was gonna say this. Do you think with people and with certain stream, when you're looking for streams and stuff like that, if you're shopping around, or even the way Twitch might share showcase you on a channel or in a hashtag or some other crap, like, oh, this person's been on for 3 hours. Like they might like push it more. Like the longer you're on, it might be like more likely people jump in. Because I'm wondering, are you more likely to jump in a stream that's been going, 7 minutes, or one that's been going, 7 hours, right? Like that's what I mean. Like, do you think as a well, then what do you think as a person? Like even you as a person, like, oh, because that's a real thing. Like if there's 3 people watching your stream, you're likely to get a 4th. If there's no one, it's hard to get the 1st. If there's 1, it's hard to get the 2nd. If you have 2, it's easier to get 3 and 4, right? That I've noticed. You always gotta. It's like you applaud the second person that shows it, in a way. But like I don't know. I just wonder if it gives, like, if it's more likely, that it's like this person consistently makes more longer content. I just wonder how some of it parses out. I know a lot of it's just random, and there is the human element of like what makes a person click it, right? Because there's an average of, is it more likely that people click with, if you have thousands of viewers, people don't even hesitate to click. But if there's not a lot, because a lot of people want to be seen in a way. Like I know you can watch and just not be in the chat, but that's some people too. They're just there to look. The way like we were talking about TikTok. Not everyone's a creator. Some people just watching it. Like, oh, I know. I'm just wondering. These are all just like almost abstract questions. Because there are ways to do it. Like YouTube right now. I know it's been a thing, as I've seen several people talk about it. If you engage in the community area, your channel gets more attention, as well as YouTube Shorts. Okay, if you post in YouTube Shorts, those videos are going to get pushed, right? And if you use your community space, your channel gets more attention. They push the posts in your community space because they're trying to make tiny Facebook and they're trying to make tiny TikTok, and they're trying to do that on their platform. Same way Facebook likes to incorporate other things and other stuff from every other thing. That's what it is, right? And that is lurkers aren't because lurkers are real fans. It's all about real fans, strangers genuinely liking what you're up to. Strangers being here, and even because I go lurk on people, like, and interaction is the key, right? You got to connect with other creators, it's true, right? And that's where being a person on Twitch that watches people do art, you got to do it. So I've watched some art streams. A lot of people are bland. Their art's very good, but a lot of people are bland. And then maybe sometimes I'm just jaded because if a girl's really cute, I specifically am like, yeah, she doesn't need no follow. Yeah. She's just because she's really cute. Look at her. She's just leaning over there with her cleavage, doing her gaming, doing her thing. But anyway, like, there's as much cleavage there's Comic-Con cleavage on Twitch. It's so fun. These girls that, boom, they put them on deck, right? Getting ready to get on their live stream. So, oh yeah, no kidding. When you do real life, that's awesome. I didn't know we have two real YouTubers in the city, But again, a lot of it just comes with, also, like, I think Reddit would help, but I've never been in any of that community. Posting in the right places, like even my videos, like when I do the Comedy Screwed videos or some of that stuff, like the one thing I keep thinking of is like I should post it on Funny or Die. Like then at least some people might see it and vote yes, as opposed to like here's on YouTube. Oh, first 48 hours passed, it got 6 views, gone for, So I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. And you get these big ideas and you're almost just like, well, I don't want to do that because no one's looking. I don't want to make my video essay on The Simpsons that no one looks at, that then someone just copies, So Mike Shinoda's making a killing when he does art streams. Well, yeah, he's famous, but then again, he does already have a bit of a following. Exactly. But you can see that just because you have fandom doesn't mean you have a following. Like, look how long it takes, like, Austin Creed to build up what he was doing. It's not just like, hey, I'm a wrestler, so also you'll watch me here, right? Like, nope. Doesn't translate all the time. It will to a degree, and you can't count the girls because they're models. They're gorgeous. They post pictures like, here's a photo shoot I did. That's different. their Twitch is different than like a guy's Twitch. Just different world, different rules, different things apply, you know, in some respects. But like that's the thing, you know, because I think about a lot of the WWE, you know, the divas and the female wrestlers have great followings. They do a lot on that. Some of them, that's, you know, Zelina Vega tried to protest, but just came back last week because they took away all those revenue streams to get their piece of the pie. It was Cameo or anything. I don't know. But, you know, that said, it's like you gotta start somewhere. So it's weird when you just, I don't mind chopping up bits of the stream and kind of trying to build channels like that because it's just happening. But like when you put a whole ton of effort in something like a movie or a full sketch that's 6 minutes long with special effects stuff like that, then you put it on your YouTube and no, it doesn't. I've done this for 10 years. It's never ever really worked yet, you know? So I'm still figuring that aspect out. Again, Twitch different, and YouTube certainly different, you know? But that's why they say, get a TikTok, Frank. Get that. Post on Instagram. And you got to post on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Twitch. And that's why Twitter never worked for me. I don't interact on Twitter. I don't interact. Twitter knows I don't interact, you know? And all my posts are usually secondhand posts. I don't go on there fresh. It's Twitch posted for me. It's Facebook posted for me. They never get a like, never get a retweet, never get anything for 10 years, right? That's not an accident. It's because it doesn't care. Same if I post a YouTube video on Facebook, no one sees it. Unless you go to my profile page and scroll down my wall, right? No one does that. My wall. Ha! My feed of a thing. But either way, it is what it is. All right, that said, I'll tell you what. It's been 3 hours. I think I'm talked out. I'm tired of hearing myself talk, personally. Now, it's 11:49 here. So, I was thinking of playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Part of me's thinking of just, do I drop out, change the title, and drop back in? Or should I just play it and not care? I think I can change the name of my stream somewhere on one of these dashboards. I just don't know which one. It's the Twitch dash. I don't. All right? But I'm not sure. Am I in the mood to sit and play Marvel Ultimate Alliance? I really was before, because what I was going to do was I was going to say, but I can only be Captain America, Falcon, right? It's on the Twitch dashboard? Okay. Like, I don't know. Okay? I've not played Cyberpunk 2070s. Again, I'm just not up on the gaming. And if I play any of the games, it's probably retro gaming. Like, for real. Like, I'll be the guy that's just keeping columns alive on live streams. I want to play a lot of Tetris, right? I accidentally bought Tetris 99. I don't know if but it is what it is. But either way, all right. I'm going to call it. It's the 4th of July. I hope you enjoyed it. I really had a great time hanging out. Honestly, LP, it was really good talking to you. This is what people don't understand about this stuff. Like, it's really fun. Like, it's a good way to connect with your friends and actually chat. So the reason that you'll never get a transfer over from Facebook to this, like I was saying about followers or whatever, because people don't even understand like the idea of watching something and chatting. I can barely get people to do a watch party because they're like, like, you know how many people, I went to the small business school and all this stuff. You know how many people like they want a thing and then they get to like, okay, just register, make a screen name and thing. Nope. No people fill the shopping cart and don't make the purchase. There's a huge percentage. It's a huge percentage. So just trying to get a bunch of people to do this new interaction of like, I chat in the side while there's a show on and whatever, and like, let's all get together and sync up and watch something. People still think I'm crazy because I say like, oh, I watch pay-per-views with my buddy. He Skypes in and we watch them. Well, anyway, while he's just sitting on the computer screen, I'm like, what is the difference? What? Don't you get, did the Jetsons not prepare you for where we were all headed? This is great. Also, me and Aaron don't often talk, but now me and Aaron get talking here. I've made some good acquaintances into friends. Not Aaron was already a friend, but I've made other acquaintances that I've met on here into friends because of supporting one another. You know? It really is. Like, oh, you do that for Discord pay-per-views? Exactly. Because you want to watch it with your buddies. Watching wrestling alone is boring. It's boring. Okay? And watch it with a buddy. Jeez. So anyway, that's what it is. So I think that's one of the behavioral things where you can't get people from Facebook over to Twitch. And again, even that, I am a person that's like still not watching Twitch on the reg. I watch 2 people I follow, 3 people, but again, I knew them in real life. One of them I would be a fan of regardless. But, you know, that's what it is. Like, I don't know. But either way, who cares? I love doing this. I love chatting. I love talking. I love you guys. I love having fun here on the internet, being ridiculous. I'm going to get more stuff happening. So if there's more effects, more alerts, you can interact, do bits. I do dances, funny overlays. All this nonsense that Twitch has to offer that I can't even interact with yet because I'm not even. So it's still early to be asking or wondering any of these questions. Right? But I think most of it is just curiosity and making conversation. Because it's been 3 hours. Ha! So either way, I'm gonna call it again. Let's just get it done. Toot toot, Aaron. Toot toot to the LP soldier. Look at him. Love him to death. You've known it for a long time now, buddy. You gotta think about that. Yes, we have. See, that's why I gotta put that stop sound effect. So that doesn't just blow out everybody's earholes. All right, remember, you're number 1. You're number 1 with me. All right, love you the most. All right, toot toot. There it is. Toot toot. All right, I do want to get a drink sometime. We will. We'll hang out and get back together in the real world. The real world is back. It's back, folks. Yes. What a good time. I'm very excited for it. So I'm gonna get back to the real world and do some other stuff. Okay. I would love to talk more, and Tim, I definitely will. I'll whisper to you. I don't know how that works either. And I have a Discord. I don't know what it does either. I don't even know how to spell it. Ah! So, Discord, that's not even in my vocabulary. So there you have it. So help me out. I appreciate it, and it'll be great to talk to you. And maybe we do it on Discord. We do video chat, and we'll figure some things out. All right? Take it easy, brother. Aaron, you're the man. Everybody, thank you so much. Boys, you're fantastic. Okay? Have a good one. Put your feet up. DM on Twitter. We can exchange them digits. Oh, all right. I'll DM you on Twitter. I'll slide right in. You know it. My phone number's still the same. You might still have my phone number. Still the same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.